2-year-old colt trotters. Marion, Ohio.
Mighty Blue didn't catch the gate. As they move on into the first turn, off stride to the outside is Uncle Victory. Now losing a stride is Forget About Me. They're dropping like flies as they move into the backstretch. And out there with the lead now, Winning Distance. Winning Distance has them out there by 4. Rocky Road I See is there in second. Further back third, Forget About Me, who's now catching the others. On to the outside is Uncle Victory. Uncle Victory just made another break. Along the inside then is a Mighty Blue and the trailer, Liquid Lemur, opening quarter 35 and 3. On into the turn they go. Winning Distance is the leader. Over there in the second is Forget About Me. Losing stride, Rocky Road I See. Further back in there next comes Mighty Blue as they straighten away and trot down here to the half. Winning Distance on the lead. Forget About Me is there in second. Further back is Rocky Road I See in third. Over there to be fourth is Mighty Blue. On the outside then is Uncle Victory and Leapin' Lemur the half 109 and 1 as they move into the turn. Winning Distance out there by 2. In their second, Forget About Me. Rocky Road I See is trying to tighten in third. Further back in fourth now is Uncle Victory. Then you have Mighty Blue with Leapin' Lemur there at the back stretch and off stride again, Forget About Me. To 3/4 they go and the leader is Winning Distance. Rocky Road I See in second. Forget About Me as a breaking third. In their fourth is Uncle Victory. 143 and 4 around the final turn. Winning Distance has the lead. Rocky Road I See is making up ground in second. Further back in third, Forget About Me. As they come to the top of the stretch, Winning Distance on the inside. Rocky Road I See is coming at it and coming on. Winning Distance. Rocky Road I See. Winning Distance on the inside. Rocky Road I See on the outside. Winning Distance holds on to win it. Rocky Road I See up for a second, and Forget About Me gets third. 2:15 and 2.
$157. Winning Distance. Rocky Road I See. Forget About Me. They finish 157 in this second race. 2-year-old colt trot. The 4-horse Hard Rock Echo was scratched. Well, as we mentioned, our live stream not available today. We got technical difficulties. So we're Facebook Live.
Got them all, even the stragglers.
From Marion, Ohio. As we await the return to the winner's circle of the one, Winning Distance. I missed the time of the race, so we'll pick that up.
How we doing, Bill?
Robert Harrison over in the United Kingdom. Gene Schroyer here in Ohio. Karen Gerhardt, Ohio. Susie Duplertel, Ohio. Penny Brown watching from Michigan. Mark Belvelheimer. Nancy Davenport. Marie Bonnet. And into the winner's circle.
Mark Winters is the trainer and the winning driver. Time to the mile 2:15.
2:15 and 2. Time of the mile was 2:15 and 2. The winner, Winning Distance, Mark Winters. Trains and drives, David Page Lessie of Washington Courthouse. 2-year-old colt by Winning Fireworks at a Storm Dancer. Wins the first of 2 divisions of the 2-year-old colt trot. Third race coming up, 2-year-old colt Pace. Second division of 4. The first division, by the way, was won by McNightmare. John Moody for Bill Webb. Jeffrey Batt, Kevin Clear, and Arthur Erford, the owners. 2-year-old Gellum and McArdle of the Cashmere Dreams. 206 and 3. Red Camo was second. Shoot the Odds finished third. Third race coming up. 2-year-old colt Pacers. Luke Ebersole drives the 1, Well Hill. Caballo Especial, Hank Levan. The 6, Life Master, Bo Brown. And the 7, Hot Fever, Kim Pluta. Field of 8, 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 and 8 trailers in the second tier. So bear with us, folks. We're doing the best we can from Marion, Ohio.
Bo Brown on 6, Kim Pluta on 8. White saddle pads are moving AW. Bring them out for race number 3. Go.
Hey, Tom, come on up here. We're live on Facebook. Come on up here. Get out of the sun. We're live on Facebook.
Oh, cool.
So people are actually going to see you.
Nah, they're gonna.
Tom Pye.
Hi, folks. We're back live on Facebook.
Yeah, this is new experience.
Yes, it is.
I'm not sure what we're going to do, but I think eventually I'm going to have to leave it for you because I'm going to have to go to the card and get my plug-ins to recharge this battery and keep it going.
I got a plug-in right down there.
Mm-hmm.
You got an iPhone?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Well, this is what you call doing what you have to do when you have to do it.
Absolutely. This is being quick on your feet. And a lot of times at the fairs, the power outages, everything, this is just norm. So
Yeah.
we,
And don't anybody, please, don't complain of the video.
don't blame the video, blame the video taker.
No, don't blame anybody.
But yeah.
We're under extreme conditions here.
Yes, it's just that good, but we're roughing it. But we'll be, tell you, the weather's great.
I think you need to sit behind me
Yeah?
because I can't tell when you're on camera here.
Neither can I.
Sit up here.
Okay.
Then you sit behind me. It'll be easier.
Next thing he's going to have me way up in the top of the, way back then, way back
Well, don't
there.
forget, it's 10 degrees cooler
Absolutely.
here than it is down in the sun.
But yeah, this is, I was I was half baked yesterday. One side of my head was completely red, and the other one looked like a plucked chicken. Today I was working on my other half. But the first 2 races, Roger, weren't too fast, but they were good races. They were very competitive coming down the lane.
Yeah.
And this looks like another very competitive race. Starlee qualified in 58 and 2. That was a 5/8. Imagine it. Circleville, 2, 4, and 3 was third, excuse me. They were good races today. This is the Colts and Geldings race, except for the ladies race. Later on, they got 2 ladies races.
2 divisions.
Yes.
And one of the horses in one of those ladies' paces, T-Red.
T-Red, the legendary T-Red. He is one of only 20 standardbreds in harness racing history that has won over 100 races. He's the only active one. So when he races today, you're seeing history being rewritten again. Each step he takes, every move he makes.
He can only race at the fairs in conditioned events, of course, and more fairs are doing away with their conditioned events. So T. Red is probably destined for the Lady Pace more than anything else.
A lot of things worse in life than that, Roger. But that, yeah, he's all the conditions. Well, that's one of the lot of problems with the horses that do reach 14. They've got so much money made that they are written out of conditions. But the fair races, great opportunities to keep them racing. A lot of them want to race. And there is a one mare, and she has 99 wins lifetime. She hasn't started for a while, but she started 12 starts this year. And if she goes over, she'd be the first mare in the history of harness racing to go over 100 wins.
Horse is getting ready to parade to the post for this third race. I'll try and give you a closer view of the horses here in this 2-year-old colt pace. Ayers Ratliff, the announcer.
Horses onto the racetrack for the upcoming third race. Race 3, 2-year-old colt pace, the first $3,135. One is Well Hill with Luke Ebersol. 2 is Caballo Special. Hank Lovan is up. 3 is Sprawley in Cameron McCown. 4, Willie's Last Wish, John Moody. 5, Imagine driver change, Craig Dixon. 6, Rice Master, driver change to Bo Brown. 7 is Hop Keeper, that driver is Kim Pluto. And the 8 is County Line Rebel, Pierce Henry. Yes, that's all good. That's the field for the third race. We got Luke Ebersol on 1, Hank Levin on 2, Greg Bates 5, Bo Brown 6, Kim Pluto on 7.
Marion, Ohio. 16 races on the card today. Lady Pace race. T. Red is in which race? 16th?
16th. Save the best for last.
Yeah.
Marion, nice to...
As you can see, nothing but blue skies. Few
and
white puffy clouds out there, and what, about 80 degrees again today?
84.
84. Some horses continuing to warm up prior to this third race.
There'll be a lot of warm-ups today. 16 races. That's a lot.
We're right behind the judges. David Statz there in the black shirt. Todd Brown in the red shirt, and Mr. Wiley, our presiding judge. There we got Mr. Wiley as well. Timers, photo finish, charter, all officials here in the grandstand.
Have it ready for the fourth race. Have it ready for race 4. Starters gathering the field for the third race.
You gotta go like this.
Jimmy Lupton, Albert Nash, Miles Linderman, Mark Anderson, Elizabeth O'Neill, Luke Harper, Pacey Minlin. The Wizards watching
Pacey,
today.
all right. Who do you like, Pacey?
Bobby Joe Martin, Perry Lambert, Deb Rush. Horses assembled on the backside and ready to go postward in this third race.
Now what have you done? Now what have you done? Got a lot of technical problems today.
A person $3,135, top of the stretch, and here they go. Here up into Hastings, trying for the lead, Imagine It. Along the inside, Well Hill, as they move on into the turn, Well Hill takes over. And there to be second is Imagine It as they'll pace on into the backstretch. Life Master is an early third. And there to be in fourth is Stolly as they move up into the backstretch. And along the inside, the Bayou Special. And behind that one is County Line Rebel, Yearly Trailer, Hot Beavers at the back. As they pace on to the initial quarter. Moving up to get the lead now is Imagine It. In 32 seconds, Imagine It's on top. Well Hill is there in second as they move around the turn. On the inside, Life Master is in third. Pacing in fourth is Caballo Special as they pace off the turn. And straight away at the halfway mile mark of the race and out there with the lead. It is Imagine It. Imagine It is out there on top. In there to be second is the Well Hill. Outside starting third. Life Master is fourth. Caballo Special is on the outside. The half in 104. Willie's Last Wish is up in the cover flow. Then it's County Line Rebel and Hot Fever. Straightening away into the back stretch. Imagine It is out there and on top. On the outside, Stolly is in second. Well Hill is pacing third. Over there to be fourth is a Caballo Specialist.
Stride for stride.
3/4 mile mark of the race. Imagine It. Trying to go the distance. In there to be second is Stolly, 134 and 3. Further for the back, they slide out for the show though as they make their way around the turn to the top.
Here it comes again.
Imagine It has the lead. Stolly's going to take another crack at him here as they turn for home. Imagine It's on the inside. Stolly's up on the outside. Imagine It and Stolly. Imagine It strong at the rail. Imagine It holds on. Stolly finishing a second, and Life Master gets third. 203.
So the win goes to the 5. Imagine It. And driver Scott Cisco over the 3. Stahl Lee, Cam McGowan, and the 6, Life Master with Bo Brown. Time of the mile, 2:03. Scott Cisco, Imagine It for Kent Wilcox, owned by Richard Kopp of Hillsdale, Michigan. 2-year-old gelding by If I Can Dream out of Katie's Sure Shot. Was a winner in 2:04 at Paulding. Takes a lifetime mark here with a mile in 2:03. Big effort.
Excellent effort. As you said, lifetime mark. Went in 2-4 and 3 at Paulding and 2-4 at Circleville. But they both 28 and 2, 29 and 2. This mile he come home in is 59.
Final half in 59. Final quarter 28 and 2
At the fair track.
And we mentioned yesterday, I'm not sure that Marion doesn't have the longest home stretch of any track in the state of Ohio.
Has to. It's not even an eighth of a mile into the. This is as they say up New England, a wicked long stretch.
I'm not so sure that this isn't a longer home stretch than some of the pari-mutuel tracks.
I'll have to get my
Yeah.
statistician to look that up.
And you know that when you got a long stretch and a long backside, that means it's a little tighter in the turns, especially this first turn.
To come home in 28 and a piece, they stepped off that last 8th and probably 14 flat. Great mile.
Coming back in front of the stands after winning
Imagine
our
that.
race,
No,
number
imagine
five,
it.
Imagine it.
I guess there was a driver change here that I didn't have because the driver is Greg Bateson, not Scott Sisko.
Bateson, the winning driver, time of the mile, 2:03. And I'm onto the racetrack for the fourth race. Bring them out, race 4.
Please, folks, excuse the video. I try
Nice picture of
to
Conrad,
I
though.
try to go in closer down the backside, and then when I want to go back to a normal, I'm having a little trouble getting into the normal. But there's your winner, Greg Bateson. Imagine it in race 3.
Myself, I didn't get the driver check.
Willie's last wish, fifth. Imagine it, the winner. Life Master was third. Hot Beaver, 7th. County Line Rebel was 8th. 642, 513, 78, 32, 104, 134 and 3. Time of the mile, 2:03.
Wow.
Race number 4.
So we're awaiting our horses for the 4th race. 2-year-old colt trot. 2nd division to go postward here.
Sponsors.
So we can mention. Total purse for this 2-year-old trot was $10,482. Each division, $5,241. Some horses warming up. Track crew has done a great job on the racetrack here in Marion. Appreciate their efforts. Now, we're unable to play commercials on this broadcast, but I want to emphasize that our races today are brought to you by Cool Winds Farm, Biggs D's, Vet and Tax Supply, and the Ohio State University Veterinary and Medical School. Cool Winds Farm, Big D's, and OSU Veterinary Medicine. Sponsors of the OHA broadcast from Marion, Ohio today. Do you know, Tom, where our next engagement is?
That is up to the Trumbull County Fair.
Cortland, Ohio.
Yes.
And when is that?
That is on the 6th and 7th, I believe. Only it's a one-day affair. We got a double card.
Is it Monday or Tuesday?
I believe it's
Monday's the 6th, Tuesday's the 7th.
poses tough questions to me, Roger Hughes. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, we only got 72 dates to memorize.
Remember, yeah.
Dana Limbach, Rick Wirtz, Ryan Versage, Steve Bateson, Ryan Miller, Stacy Massey, all watching our Facebook Live presentation. And if you just joined us, we emphasize, please excuse the video, as this is a new experience for yours truly. It's hard enough to talk, let alone video as well.
I'm lucky I can walk and chew gum at the same time. But he's doing this as Roger Houston's premier event as a cameraman. Now
Chris Presley warming up a horse, racing later today. Bob Rowland. With 16 races, you're going to see horses out on the track throughout the afternoon.
Years ago, they told Roland Ballou he might have to go 4 heats with Columbia George. He was racing against Most Happy Fella that day, and Mr. Ballou started warming his horse up at 11 o'clock in the morning.
I was there, and it was an unbelievable story on Columbia George.
Let's get together and line them up in preliminary
Story,
order,
please.
Well,
I'm all ears. I like Columbia Georges. They were
he was at the racetrack well before 11 a.m.
really
Well before.
well. They got to keep them tight.
I think he brought him to the, knowing that for him to win the jug, he was going to have to go 3 heats.
Yeah.
He was on the track at 8:30 in the morning
Oh,
for the first of 5 times before the first heat.
For race 4, 2-year-old Colt Trot, first $5,241. I've got Tim to count on the 2, Thomas Litt 3, Luke Eversall on 6. 2-year-old Colt Trot is the one in striking line, and Bob Rowland. 2, Prince Valiant, make the driver Cameron to count. 3 is Rose Run Wyatt, Thomas Litt. 4 PC's Cruiser, Art McElmurray. 5 is over 6 at Dale Edwards. 6, Awesome Paul, that driver was Eversall. And the 7 is Claire's favorite, John Moody, in the Salty.
I did not see the 8 horses. We got a scratch here, or wrong race. Thank you.
the wind flipped it.
Thank you. I was looking for an 8 horse.
Bring that 8 horse out.
That's the next race.
But yeah, when you think of those as they call the old days, but starting at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah. And just about every 45 minutes to an hour, he'd bring Columbia George back. And it wasn't an extended warm-up or anything like that. I think at 8:30 it was just 2 times around the track, a mile.
Yeah.
It progressed a little bit more. I think his first mile that he went was something around 11 o'clock when he went in 2:45, and around 12:30 he came back and went in around 2:30, and then came back for a third, went about 2:15. Then come the first heat.
There we go. Now we can start racing.
And he had a second tier post position.
Oh yeah. Now the rumor.
And Dancer was on the front
Yeah.
tier with Most Happy Fella. So the best Roland could hope for was to be second, get a good position for the second heat, which he won,
Yeah.
and then came the race off. And Roland Bouilleur had the race won, but he made one flaw. He got after Most Happy Fella at the 3/4. Why was that a flaw? Because Curly Smart was sitting on the outside second. Dancer was locked in, nowhere to go, third at the rail.
Backed right into him.
He should have backed into him. He spurted away. That enabled Dancer to come to the outside with Most Happy Fella, and the rest was history. But
Yeah.
Roland Bouilleur, on that day, could have won the Little Brown Jug.
That is one of those kick me if you can. But now the rumor on that too that I heard was
This is a rumor now.
now just a rumor, an idle rumor. I know what a idle rumor is, but the rumor I had is that Columbia George and Roland Bouilleur went through 3 grooms on the horse that day.
I have no idea. No
The
idea.
horse could take all that work. The grooms couldn't. The caretakers couldn't.
Columbia George kind of was spoiled rotten. This is not a rumor. Roland and his wife lived in a camper.
Yeah.
And they had to back the camper up to the stall of Columbia George because he wanted to watch Mr. Ed.
Oh, Wilbur. Here they come.
I threw in, we're ready to go. 2-year-old trotters in behind the gate. Our 4th of 16 this afternoon.
As they move on into the turn, it is Prince Valiant who is on top, up on the outside, over 6 at second. Third on the inside, Striking Lion. Trotting in there next is Claire's Favorite. Then onto the outside comes Awesome Paul. Then along the rail is a Rose Run Wyatt. And after the early break, BC's Cruiser can see them all as they go to the opening quarter and up on the outside, over 6. Over 6, and Dale Edwards now hot to trot on the lead. In there to be second is Prince Valiant on the outside. Awesome Paul is third. 35-3 the opening quarter. Striking Lion is at the wood in fourth as they move on in the turn. Then along the inside, Claire's Favorite. In behind Claire's Favorite is Rose Run Wyatt. And DC's Cruiser is still the trailer. Moving down here in front of the skins the first time, over 6 has the lead. Up and on the outside and charging after the leader now is Awesome Paul. Awesome Paul is up to challenge over 6. In there next is the Prince Valiant third. Striking Lion is in there fourth, a half in 108.4. Moving to the outside, Rose Run Wyatt on the inside, Claire's Favorite. With BC's Cruiser around the turn, they'll head for the back stretch, over 6 on the inside. Awesome Paul on the outside, losing a stride then with Prince Valiant as they continue to 3/4. Awesome Paul nose to the good, over 6, battles back. Striking Lion wants to take the both of them. Striking Lion looks to be splitting rivals here. Black Roland is squeezing through as they go by 3/4. In 143-3, they're 3 across the racetrack. In between rivals, Striking Lion, over 6 at the rail. 3 wide on the outside of Awesome Paul as they come to the top of the stretch. And it's Striking Lion. Striking Lion off the rail with the lead. Far outside, Awesome Paul, right there over 6. Far outside, coming on Rose Run Wyatt as they come to the wire. Awesome Paul gets in a break as they come to the line. Over 6 on the inside, they have held on over Striking Lion. Photo for win. 2:14-1.
2:14-1 the final time. No doubt about the first 2 finishers. The 5 over 6 with Dale Edwards scores for owner Linda Polk of Zanesville. 2-year-old gelding, but Team 6 that'll call them over a winner. 2:14-1. Finishing second was the 1 Striking a Lion with Bob Rowland. The 6 horse, Awesome Paul, was off stride at the wire and appeared to be lapped on. We'll wait on the judge's decision of that. And finishing fourth was the 3 Rose Run Wyatt. Now, if it was lapped on, that means the 3 will be moved up to the 3rd spot and 6 will be placed 4th for a possible lapped on break at the finish. So a judge's inquiry on the 6, Awesome Paul, possible violation of the breaking rule. Last quarter in 29-4.
42.
Oh, 42. I can't read all your writing. You got so many X's.
I only scribbled over it 4 times, so.
So what was the 3/4 time?
142-3.
So that means they came home in 31-3.
Yep.
It's a pretty stepping mile coming home.
2-year-old trotting colts, and they were head to head.
Before making it official, judges looking at 6 Awesome Paul, looking at an extended break through the wire. Start bringing them out for the 5th race. Start heading them out for race 5.
Brad Conrad, track photographer at Miami Valley, Hollywood, Dayton, Scioto Downs, and many county fairs in the state of Ohio. Here this afternoon, awaiting the winner's circle of the 5 over 6 and Dale Edwards.
The winner's circle after winning race number 4. It is the 5 over 6. 2-year-old Bay Young, son of Team 6, but I called him over by call Joel Freedom and Linda Polk of Zanesville. Dale Edwards is the trainer. Dale Edwards, the winning driver, time to the mile, 2:14, 1/5.
I know the Edwards, they love the racing. They're up in Bucyrus, and when their horses win, they just all smiles. It's infectious. Good luck, good for them.
Waiting the complete order of finish and the inquiry. Possible violation of the braking rule on the 6, Awesome Paul. 5th race coming up, 3rd division of the 2-year-old colt pace. Cam McGowan on the 2, Dom's Ornery Apple.
There are a lot of places, 3rd place, 6th, and etc. coming up. So.
Again, bring them on for the 5th race, Black Saddle Pass. I've got Cameron McCown on the 2. We'll need 8 of you. Bring them on the racetrack for race 5.
Everybody ready for a change? 12-8 is Bo Brown. Get that, Bill?
5th place, what?
12-8.
2nd, 4th place, 3rd.
Bo Brown.
7, 3 place, 4. 3 place.
One thing I've learned, it's hard to hold the phone as a camera and take driver changes right in the program. 12th race, the 8, Silver Star Tyson. The driver will be Bo Brown. Bo Brown will drive the 8, Silver Star Tyson, in race 12.
Yeah, the official rundown, Mr. Houston. From the top down, at Striking King was 2nd, Prince Valiant 5th, Rose Run Wyatt 4th place 3rd, PC's Cruiser 7th. Over 6 was your race winner, Awesome Paul 3rd place 4th, and Claire's favorite was 6th from the top down. 2, 5, 4 place 3, 7. The winner, 3 place 4, 6. Time of the mile, 2:14 and 1.
And that was for a violation of the braking rule, a lapped-on brake at the wire.
Yeah.
Now, a lapped-on brake. Some people may not understand that. If a horse finishes the race, this is the only thing that is automatic in all of harness racing. If a horse finishes the race off stride, any horse whose nose is up to the hind quarter of the braking horse shall be placed ahead of him. It could be one horse, could be 2 horses, could be 3 horses, depending how many horses are ahead of the hind quarter of the braking horse. 5th race coming up. 2-year-old colt pacers. As we said, the 3rd division of 4. Cam McGowan drives the 2, Dom's Ornery Apple. You'll have to excuse me, folks. Sometimes I forget I'm holding a camera. So, excuse the video on occasion.
Better than mine. When I shoot the camera, I usually get a nice picture of my thumb. So.
Well, I think I've kept my thumb out of the picture. We'll say that. I am told that those technical problems of the video feed through Trot and Pace Marketing will be throughout the afternoon, so there will be no live streaming, and
Other than Roger Houston.
we'll do with the Facebook Live.
And
I'll tell you one thing, Tom, you're going to have to do to me. Can you handle this? Watch your video, because I got to go get my charger.
okay, do you have an extra battery?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Well, I'm always thinking, I got my phone over there, perhaps you can use that on Facebook.
Well,
Need be.
we got the feed going, but
Okay.
we'll just keep it here. Then people would lose something.
Those are technicalities for us folks, is like a new experience. High above beautiful Marion County Fairgrounds on Facebook. Now that tree in the infield, if any of you folks have ever been to Goshen, New York, you have a tree that's now cut down. Of course, I was there 40 some odd years ago and looked just like that. And we'll get back to it because here's a post parade. You're saved by the call to post.
Call to post for the upcoming fifth race, 2-year-old colt pace. Chasing a purse of $3,135. One is he's coming in hot with Pierce Henry in white. 2 is Dumb's Ornery Apple, big bet driver Cameron McCown. 3 is Del Carr, Hank Levan. 4 now playing nice and Kim Pluto. 5 is Tugging on My Heart, Greg Speech in white. 6 is Charlie in the Box and Jonas Hirschberger. 7 Smile today, Chris Presley. And 8 is Beach It with Jay Bauer. Yes, the Sorky. That's the field with the 3, Kim McCown on 2.
All right, here's my handicapping for you folks. We got a 2-year-old colt pace going for a purse of $33,135. This is the 4 divisions of the 2-year-old colt pace. This is the 3rd. And the good time short of here is Not Playing Nice. Kim Plutis finished 2nd, 2-4-1 at Paulding. Come last quarter in 29 seconds flat. Charlie in the Box coming off a qualifying Delaware, 2-4-1. Then a week ago, 8 days ago, 59-1 at Scioto. And last quarter, 29-3. Those are your 2 main horses. You have Tugging at My Heart. Was 4th at Paulding, 2-3-4 come last quarter in 30 seconds. But these are always something ready to come out of the woodwork, as I always say, and you always worry about them. But since there's no betting, we don't really have to worry them. The only times you have to worry about the competition out there is when you're on the racetrack. This is just another picture-perfect race. If the whole summer goes like this, you won't hear one word of complaint out of me. Well, I can't promise that. I always find something. They always say, would you like a little wine? No, it's too hot now. Anyway, we're going to go, if I was a betting man, if we could bet, if there was the telecrew here, I'd go with number 6, Charlie in the Parks, and number 44664. Who could ask for more? The 7 and 8 start from the second tier, and they are milling behind the gate. They're about ready to.
The starters calling the horses for the 5th race of the other day. 2-year-old Colt Trotters approach the gate.
Keep the noise down back there. Let's go it up there. Keep the noise down there.
They all got trotting hobbles on, front and back.
Yeah, they were in trotting hobbles, they say it for me, front and back. But oh, they're pacers. Wait a minute. The gate strings around the Memorial Stadium. Mr. Ayers, Ratcliffe.
Pacers move to the top of the stretch for the 5th race, and here they go. Smile today is on a break. Here up the end of the thing, he's coming in hot. Rolls up the inside with the lead, and they're second and Don Thornbury Apple as they move into the turn. Not playing nice as they're in third. Tugging on my heart is an early 4th as they move on into the backstretch. Over there along the inside, we will find Beach In. As they continue here, then it's Charlie in the box. Followed over there by Del Carr in the distant trailer. His smile today is frowning today as they go by the opening quarter. In 3rd and 4th, then he's coming in hot. And here's Henry. Out there with the lead, in there to be in second. It is not playing nice. Over there, third is Don Thornbury Apple as they straighten away and move down here to the half. The Thornbury Apple moves to the outside. Tugging on my heart also comes to the outside. Has no pace under the line for the first time. In there to be next is Charlie in the box. Then we'll find a Beach In with Del Carr. And Smile today, the half in 102. On into the turn they go. We have a new leader not playing nice. On the outside, tugging on my heart. Losing stride with Charlie in the box as they're in the back stretch. He's coming in hot as they're in 3rd. Pacing in 4th is Don Thornbury Apple. Trying to kick it in now comes Beach In as they continue on to 3/4. And out there with the lead, not playing nice. Not playing nice, has that top spot on the outside. Tugging on my heart, 134 and 2. He's coming in hot as 3rd. On the outside, Beach In is rolling on in 4th. Also coming on Charlie in the box as they come to the top of the stretch. And out there with the lead, it's still not playing nice. Tugging on my heart to the outside. Beach In comes to the grandstand side. Far outside is Charlie in the box. As they come to the wire, not playing nice, not playing nice. Will win, nice for place. 205 and 3.
Tight for a place. That was kind of easy for the 4. And here is I was just the assistant cameraman, Shakes McCoy. Here's Mr. Houston is back.
2, 5, and 3. The 4 not playing nice. Ronald Merritt of Jackson, Michigan, the owner. Kim Pluta, the driver. 2-year-old colt by Cheyenne Ray out of Roca Suave. Now 1 of 2 on the year. Mark of 205, 3/5. Not playing nice. A photo for place in the 5th.
They asked me if we'll rotate the phone when we're not recording, because we can't rotate it when we are recording. Did you know that, Mr. Houston?
Yes. I found that out earlier.
We tried to do that, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried, it didn't work either. But that night, not playing nice. Coming off the 2-4 mile, 241 in Balding. And last quarter, 29 seconds flat. And as Roger says, anytime 29 seconds on a half-mile track, this early in the year, impressive for fair track, especially.
Now we're ready for race number 6, starting your mouth for race 6.
We'll say we have a nice breeze
Nice and as you said, 10 degrees cooler.
up here. We'll move down to our normal spot in a few minutes once the sun gets over the
Crest
grandstand.
over the
In
yard.
front of the stands after winning race number 5, it is the 4, not playing 9. Ataroca's Suave by Abercrombie, owned by Ronald Merritt. Kim Fluted Reigns. Kim Fluted Reigns in 2:05 and 3.
We got an claim already? Number 1. Number 4. That's it.
Number 4, not playing nice, the winner. As we await the results. Kathy Pfister says down into the land, Florida, it's 100 degrees.
Don't complain, don't complain. You brag all winter, so don't complain.
Do you remember Bud Stickley?
Familiar.
He worked for Dick Buxton, I
Okay.
believe. Trained horses out of Urbana. He's watching today. Facebook Live. Bud Stickley.
From
Last
Urbana,
time he's in Virginia.
Virginia.
Last time I remember, he was
John Groenberg in 5th. Del Car 8. Not playing nice, the race winner. Tugging on my heart was 4. Charlie in the box 3rd. Smile today 7th. Peaches 2nd. 658 143 72 30 and 4 fifths. 102 134 and 2 205 and 3.
31.
Race number 6 is next. Yellow saddle pads, and we'll need 6 of you in race number 6. Scratch the 3 Reggie Meister. Reggie Meister is 6. Bring him out for race 6.
So in the upcoming 6th race, number 3, Reggie Meister, has been scratched due to sickness. Scratch the 3, Reggie Meister, in race 6 coming up. So that photo for place went to the 8, Beechin and Jay Weller. Jonas Hirschberger with Charlie in the box was 3rd. So the order of finish in race 5, 4, 8, and 6. Moving on to race 6. As we said, Reggie Meister is scratched. Brian Boring, the trainer. Now, would that be a son of Chris, or would it be a grandson of Chris Boring?
I believe I had to ask myself. I said that I believe that was his a nephew.
Nephew.
Okay. Everyone remembers.
Well, I know his colors are almost identical
Sure.
to Chris Boring's.
Yep. Well, Chris back in the days in the 70s and 60s, of course, he was famous for True to Wayne.
He's also famous for Colt 46,
That's
who won the Little
yeah.
Brown Jug.
Yes, absolutely. Everyone dreams of winning the Little Brown Jug. If you have, that is it. That's the premier pace and race in the world. They come absolutely. But he True to Wayne. That was back in 1966, I believe. So a few years ago. He was a young horseman then. He's continued through the Colt 45, Colt 46. The good horse, great horse.
Our 6 to 16 coming up here in a few moments. Getting back to Bud Stickley. Last I heard, he was in Virginia and had a operation taking people on trail rides, if I remember correctly. It's been several years since I talked to Bud, but the last time was that. But he's watching today on Facebook Live.
There's hats off to Bud Stickley. They love to hear from old folks or old friends, and throughout the world.
Yeah. With the scratch of the 3, Reggie Meister. 4, 5, and 6 will slide in a spot going to the gate. The 7 horse will remain a trailer in the second tier. Mandy Jones warming up her horse for the ladies' pace a little later on this afternoon.
Let's get together, line up on this trade over, please.
John Moody warming up. Well, actually, he's in this race. With times is everything. Timing is everything. Emily Hay, ladies' pace. Emily's got a horse in each division of the ladies' pace today. Looks like we got 3 out and 4 to go, or 3 to go. Make it 5 out, 1 to go. Art and Wally McElmurray, brothers. Art driving the 1, Chris will see. Wally driving the 2, Something Big. Art is the trainer driver of the 1. Wally's got the catch drive for Steve Novak. Not sure who we're waiting on, but just left the barn area and heading to the other horses for the post parade.
Were they with you guys? Well, I thought maybe they were trying to get close to you guys.
Let's get together, line up in trade in order, please.
This is a 3-year-old colt pace, first of 4 divisions.
Familiar? You don't remember? He met you in Oslo.
That's the call of post
Learning
parade
to live at
6,
speed.
3-year-old colt case.
He was a text
A
trivia when
first
he
of
was from New York. And then
$2,073 in this race
yesterday.
scratch
You
the
want to do a
3.
text trivia today?
Yesterday?
Yeah. You want to do a text trivia today?
One is
Good,
Chris will
using your
see, Art
phone.
McElmurray
Call
up.
your phone,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
2 is Something Big, Wally McElmurray Jr. The 3 is scratched. 4, timing is everything, John Moody. 5 is a Dig Penny Dig of Bo Brown. 6, watch and see, Greg Payton. And the 7, Rockin' Daddy-O, Justin Belanger. And the Sulky.
With the scratch of the 3, 4, 5, and 6 slide in a spot. The 7 will be a trailer in the second tier. One of our text trivia winners yesterday
Yep.
from Oslo, Norway.
No, he's
No,
from
okay.
Manhattan.
Oh, he lives in Manhattan.
Manhattan, but he's you met you over in Oslo.
A horse Deliberate Speed.
Deliberate Speed. Want us to give a shout out to Steve Schwedrock.
Steve Shredrock.
Want to say thanks for playing text trivia. I'm glad you're listening. Also, we had Mike Fry from London Ohio. But those are our text trivias. I think we're going to try a little text trivia later on, probably about the 7th of race, and just keep us on the toe, see if we can do it. This is our emergency broadcast system right here.
We don't have all those funny sounds that come out of your
I
TV.
can make them.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. The emergency broadcast system of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association.
It's up here, but judges stand.
Horses scoring down prior to going to the gate. Here in the 6th. See how we are on time-wise today. Yeah, we're about 5 minutes late on the way we were going yesterday.
Give a shout out to our sponsors. That's a shout out to our sponsors: Cool Winds Farm, Big D's, the OSU Veterinary Medical. I want to say hi for our sponsors. We're still thinking of you, and again, we'll continue. Not to the bare, we're right working with the bare minimum right here, but we'll continue to serve you upon the OHHA Broadcast Network on YouTube.
Do you know how many we reached yesterday from Marion, Ohio? In excess of 25,000. We reached on Facebook in excess of 25,000 folks during that broadcast yesterday afternoon.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's the miracles of modern science here.
I wonder if we were on YouTube live yesterday.
That I don't know.
We were? Yep. We were. That explains the spike.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're live on YouTube today, too.
Are we? I don't know.
Right here. Not YouTube. This is Facebook.
This is Facebook. Well, yesterday was Facebook, but you could also pick us up on YouTube yesterday. I don't know that you can get us on YouTube today. Unless somebody's got the power that I don't have.
Got more technical knowledge than I know that. Yeah, I like this 3-year-old colt pace. It's Dig Danny Dig. He's nice colt last year. Even little McCardle gelding, owned by Ms. Jennifer K. Brown of Ostrander, Ohio, trained by Brian Brown, and driven by Bo Brown. I like him in here. This Chris will see the one horse coming off 2 wins in a row. Well, actually one holding last week, 2, 2, and 3. And they're behind the gate. Dig, Danny, dig.
Going to the gate. 3-year-old colt pacers. First of 4 divisions. Mike Wopkenberg, our starter. The 3-horse has been scratched. 4, 5, and 6 slide in a spot. Going to the gate.
3-year-old colt pacer shapes the first of $2,783.
7 remains a trailer, second tier.
Here they go. Here out in the Hastings, Chris will see, rolls up the inside looking for the lead. Up on the outside is Dig Danny Dig as they head on and around the turn. Something Big is along the rail in third. Rockin' Daddy-O is along there in fourth. And early fifth. For timing is everything. Watch and see. It's going to watch and see from the back. As they move up the back stretch, Chris will see on the lead. Rockin' Daddy-O is now been sent from the 4-hole. It is now up to second and is now trying to roll onto the lead. Opening quarter, 30-2. So Belanger has now rolled Rockin' Daddy-O right to the top. In 32nd is Chris will see. Dig is there in third. As they straighten up and move down here to half. Something Big is there in fourth to the outside. Is the watch and see. The trailer is now timing is everything. Pacing here by the stands and out there with the lead. Rushing up on the outside, watching City that's in front. They Rockin' Daddy-O as they went by the half in 101 and 1. Rockin' Daddy-O at the rail. Up on the outside, watching C in second. Chris will see is there in third. Over there to be a fourth and needing some racing room. Dig. Up to the outside, timing is everything. The trailer is something big as they continue to three quarters. Rockin' Daddy-O on the inside. Outside, watch and see. In there next is Chris will see. Still needing room is Dig. 131 and 3. Pacing around the final turn. Watch and see is being the best of Rockin' Daddy-O. Chris will see to the outside. Dig still looks for daylight there at the top of the stretch. They turn for home. Watch and see the leader. Dig has found room and is coming up on the Grand inside. Watch and see.
Hey.
Dig is coming. Maybe two little too late. The wires approaching. Watch and see the way. Dig second. Tight for third.
651.
202 and 3.
What was the time?
202 and 3.
2:02 and 3/5 as Watch and See gets the victory for Greg Bateson and trainer Michael Lee. Michael Lee of Rudolph, Ohio, the owner. This 3-year-old colt, but we will see out of Arion. Winner today in 2-2 and 3. Watch and See. That is a lifetime mark. Was one of 12 last year with a mark of 203 and 4 at Tiffin. Takes a lifetime mark here today. 202 and 3/5. And the final half would be in 101 and 2. The final quarter would be in 31 seconds. Watch and See. Craig Bateson. Been troubled by brakes. Back-to-back qualifiers, Scioto and Northfield, and Paulding in the stretch, but finished second with a break. Stays flat today and gets the win.
As he said, he stayed flat today, but stepped on my money. Right there, their example, you could two best he showed was, well, he went in 57 and 3 last year at Delaware, third. Here's second lifetime winner. Get back down.
Some horses go on around the racetrack, some turn down the backside and come the wrong way of the track, as Greg Bateson is doing here with Watch and See.
Moving back in front of the stands after winning race number 6, it is the 6th Watch and See. Watch and See, a 3-year-old round call by We Will See, and a very on by the trail. On the Michael Lee, who also trains Greg Bateson is the winning driver, time to the mile, 2:02. Three deaths.
Time to switch to sprint.
Watch and See. Dig, Danny, dig. Chris will see.
Timing is everything fifth. Dig second. Watch and See the winner. Rockin' Daddy-O fourth. 3-6 track. 5-2-1. 4 on the bottom. 30 and 2/5. 101 and 1. 131 and 3. 202. 3/5. Race 7, I've got Pierce Henry driving the 5, a field of 8 with pink saddle pads. Bring him on the track for the 7th race. Let's head him out for race 7.
It's a bad luck. Get rid of him.
So the 7th race is coming up. Pierce Henry drives the 5, Fanny Apples. Barring any other driver changes in the 7th. Pierce Henry on the 5, Fanny Apples. This is our 4th and final division of the 2-year-old colt pace. The other winners of the 2-year-old colt pace: McNightmare and John Moody. 206 and 3. Imagine It. For Kent Wilcox, the trainer, 203. Not Playing Nice. Kim Pluta trains and drives, 205 and 3. And next up, our fourth and final division of the 2-year-old colt pace, $3,135. Field of 8, 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 and 8 trailers, second tier. Who stands out in the 7th?
Well, let's go with 2-year-old colt paces, of course. SM Ernest with Chris Presley. Just qualified Scioto, 58 and 2. Last quarter, 28 and 1. And Dive Bar. That's Ron Steck's colt by Well Said. Gelded by Well Said. 2 minutes and a fifth at Scioto. Last quarter, 29 and 3. We got 3 of them there, Roger. And Luke Ebersol. Both on board. Doo-Wah boy. Mr. Wiggles, colt, he's been Northfield last week, qualified. 2 minutes and 4 fifths, last quarter, 28 and 4, finished second. This is the second. I'm going to say I do like Doo-Wah boy. Doo-Wah. I can use that for a while. Doo-Wah. But yeah, I like 7, 4, 2. 7, 4, 2. How about you?
I don't want to be monotonous with this announcement, but please excuse our video today. Because I'll be very honest, when I go to flip pages and things, it's hard to tell what you're going to see on the video-wise.
Can I add something to it? And please excuse this announcer.
Hey, it's 7th race. Got a trivia question?
We want to try a trivia question?
Of course.
All right.
Why put it off when we can do it right now?
All righty, Roo.
Now, first of all, I'll give you your information.
I will give you your...
Where's your phone? You got it?
I got it right over here.
Okay.
All right, folks.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'll hold it so
Okay.
at least we have some semblance
There we
of
go.
video.
I give the short of my thumb. All right, now this number to call, 614-633-5554. That's the text trivia phone. Now, the question is, and I've repeated this, there are 88 counties in Ohio. How many fairs have harness racing? Is it A, 54, B, 62, or C, 66? That's A, 54, B, 62, or C, 66. Text A, B, or C to 614-633-5554. That's 614-633-5554. The 3rd and the 7th correct text will win a prize. Good luck. We'll be back with the correct answer shortly. You know, Mr. Houston absolutely knows. His eyes lit up as soon as I said the right number. Is with A, 54, B, 62, or C, 66.
How many counties in the state of Ohio?
88 counties.
Okay.
I always say there's more than 60%, well, actually more than 65% have harness racing in their county fairs.
Let's get together, light them up in praise and order, please.
Oh my goodness, the phone is buzzing off. It's buzzing off like a microwave oven. Okay.
Yeah, because what'd you say, the 3rd and the 7th?
Yeah. I already got the 3rd.
Got the 3rd, so we got one winner.
Got one, huh? Well, they're starting to shoot around it now. Oh, no. Oh, there's a correct. That's one more correct, and we have the winners. down. Doon. Can we play a little doon, 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 little theme music here? One more, folks. The next person has it, and we have
After the post parade.
maybe now, maybe not. Okay.
2-year-old Gold Feature is on the track, ready onward for the upcoming 7th race.
Oh, whoa, oh, oh.
$3,135.
That was interesting.
Chris and Ken Holiday. He was SM Ernest, Chris Presley in the white. Regulatory and rubber and Greg Winston. For dive bar, Cameron McCown. 5, Danny Apple. Then driver change to Pierce Henry. 6, racing on air, John Louie in the white. 7 is Rob Boy with Lou Deversall. And the 85 Cone Union Jack Tyler Rush in the sulky. Pierce Henry on 5, carrying race 7.
So we did to get the 7th one.
We have them.
So we have our 2 winners. So you don't have to text trivia any longer. We have our 2 winners.
And the correct answer. Out of the 88 county fairs in Ohio,
No? Yeah, okay. 88 county fairs.
the correct answer is 66.
66 of the 82
88
county fairs
have harness
racing.
racing. Now, you like to race, you love Ohio.
Now, the winners are?
Well, I have to they'll have to send me I've got to send them your winning announcer, and they have to send me their name and the town.
Okay. So what do you do? Call them then or what?
Yeah, I text them back.
Okay.
So wait breathlessly by your phone.
Yeah. And when Tom gets the names, we'll report them here on Facebook Live. By the way, when Tom gets done texting everybody, I'm going to send him to the top of the stretch, and he's going to do some tree trimming. Now, we're going to be moving down into a lower spot of the grandstand, and should give you a little better look at the action around that final turn. As we've tried to stay out of the sunshine and cooler temperatures of the shade. This is our normal location. By the way, the Trot and Pace marketing replays will be available later after our racing program is completed. So you'll actually have a lot better video to check the replays a little later on, as we're doing Facebook Live here on our broadcast. There's Don of Trot and Pace Marketing. Horses assembling on the backside and about to go to the gate for race number 7.
The starter is called in the horses. Race number 7, gate is rolling. Field of 8 moving behind the gate at first $3,135. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Goes down looking for the lead. Attaboy Crystal on the rail as they move around the turn. Up to the outside, currently in third, is a Fanny Apples. As I move on into the backstretch, then along the inside comes Burning Rubber fourth. Looking for a seat in fifth is Dive Bar. Down to the inside, Do Brown Boy. Then it's Cyclone Union Jack in the early trailer racing on air. As they're now in single file, they're all behind Chris Presley and S.M. Ernest, who's out there with the lead. It's 31 seconds. Attaboy Chris is there in second as they pace around the turn. Third on the inside, Sandy Apples. In there fourth is Vernon Rubber. As they straighten away and takes down here the half, S.M. Ernest. And Presley out there by a length and a half. Attaboy Chris. And Kenny Holiday sitting on his back is second. Sandy Apples in third. Not far, Simpson goes from fourth, off on the outside to Round Boy. The half in 101 and 2. Vernon Rubber is at the rail. Over there to be next is Cyclone Union Jack. And the distant racing on air. They're into the back stretch on their way for 3/4. And the leader is still S.M. Ernest. In their second, Attaboy Chris. Further on back to Rob Boy is third. In there to be fourth is Vernon Rubber as they continue the 3/4 mile mark of the race. And it's S.M. Ernest out there by 2.5 lengths. Going a bit wide around the turn as they went by 3/4, 132 and 2. S.M. Ernest was steering like a broken shopping cart, and Attaboy Chris slides up the rail as they come to the top of the stretch. Attaboy Chris on the inside. S.M. Ernest on the outside. Over there on the far outside and coming on trying to take the ball from you, Boy. Straight across the racetrack. Attaboy Chris to win. S.M. Ernest second. Boy gets third. 2:02.
Quarter.
127, Attaboy Chris. An official winner over the Winchester Bay Acres Incorporated of Pompano, East Florida. Daryl Hooser, the trainer. Ken Holiday, the driver. 2-year-old colt with Big Bad John out of Chick Escape. Home a winner in 2:02. With a final half, minute and 3/5. The final quarter, 29 and 3. Attaboy Chris. In the 7th. I won't mention the person's name, but this says, Roger, thanks for providing a diversion while I'm stuck at the office. I knew they gave me 2 screens for a reason. That individual shall remain nameless.
Well, no, we have to keep him nameless. Is great.
I really could say it because I think he owns the company. But I don't want to take any chances.
He don't want his employees to copy him, that's one thing.
Chick Escape by Artist Gate home at Winchester Bay Acres.
Doc Holiday.
And Holiday, the winning driver. Time to the mile 2:02.
That kid out of the soda. Get that kid out of the soda. The doctor is in the house.
Doc Holiday.
For the 8th race, they're heading up to the track for race 6.
That's his daughter that is the outrider at Scioto Downs.
Has been Ernest second. Vernon Rubber fifth. Johnny Barr sixth. Kenny Apple seventh. Racing on air eighth. Jura Boy third. Cyclone Union Jack was fourth. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 4, 31. 101 and 2. 132 and 2. Time for the mile 2:02. 8th race is is next. Gray saddle pads, we need 7 of you. At this time, I have Greg Bateson driving the 3. Wally McElmurray driving the 5. Bo Brown on 6. 07. Bring them out for race number 8.
So Greg Bateson drives the 3, one more Broseph. Wally McElmurray on the 5. Previte. And Mark Winters on the 6. Hands-on chip. Text trivia winners.
Text winner, we got it from the great state of Michigan, North Branch, Michigan, Ralph Deshetsky. And from the great town of Delaware, Ohio, Michael Rodden. Congratulations, you got a prize package coming from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association through the mail. It's a surprise, I won't tell you what it is, but it's quite nice, quite a nice prize. Thanks for playing.
Autographed picture of Tom Pye.
No, Roger used it. Want to try one more later on? We can do it.
What?
We'll do another one later on.
Yeah, we got 16 races.
I know, we got to break up the...
We got to have something to fill the time.
I'll cook up a couple of hot dogs and hamburgers.
We don't have any of those Frank Frost features to play, or we can't play the live commercials or anything like that. So.
And I'm still studying how to read a program.
I noticed sometimes you change the horses' names.
Well, you know, if you just found that out, once you have a horse entered to race, a 2-year-old, you cannot change its name.
Right.
Once it's entered. I always thought once it's been raced, but it's entered. So
you had a horse earlier that, I'll find it here. Striking King, you said it was Striking Lion. Now, the one that I always goof on, I'm not going to pick on you if I'm going to pick on myself, was second in the 6th race, Dig Danny Dig. I believe at Ottawa, I called the horse Big Danny Big. So it happens.
All the time. It's even like at Paulding, or I should say Putnam. I kept on saying, we're at Paulding, and I mean Putnam County here. Once you get that stuck in your head, you can't shake it. And I did that for about 3 or 4 days afterwards, too.
Now, Marion is in...
Marion County.
That makes it a little easier.
Much, much easier. The most difficult one, as I mentioned, is Putnam County has Ottawa, the town of Ottawa.
And then the other...
Oak Harbor is in Ottawa County.
Yeah.
And it just like we were doing the ladies' pace last year and the canned food drive, as well as lining up our Racing with the Stars tent. And I kept on calling either or, and I forget which one was which. And it was my head was swimming.
Susan Roberts, I am running this camera, and as I said, excuse me for the video because it's a first-time deal. Oh my goodness.
Does she want us to flip the phone, or?
Well, I can't flip the phone while we're on. We saw that.
Yeah.
No, it's not flipping the phone. It's the
shaky. Well, I was doing.
Well, no. Sometimes I show the seats of the grandstand when you're talking and things like that. So
to the seat.
Please excuse the video, folks. This is the emergency broadcast system today. Evidently, we must have shown Johnny Roquette, because Mike out there says that's the great Johnny Roquette warming up. Horses are on the track and ready to parade for our 8th race, 3-year-old colt trotters.
So that is the call of post for the upcoming 8th race. Race number 8, 3-year-old colt trot. The first $3,606. In this race, I have Greg Bateson on the 3. Wally McElmurray on 5, Bo Brown on 6. Our grading trotters, one is Stoner Begonia, Jason Haynes in the bike. the 2 Supreme Fireworks and Jay Weller. 3 is One More Corrosive. Driver change to Greg Bateson. 4, Jiu-Jitsu in Art McElmurray. 5 is Peter Brevite. Driver change, Wally McElmurray. 6, hands-on chip. Driver change to Bo Brown.
I didn't get that.
And the 7 is MVPL, Justin Belanger, and the Sulky.
Greg Bateson on the 3. Wally McElmurray on the 5. Mark Winters on the 6. Bo Brown on which one? Instead of Mark Winters?
Yeah.
Instead of Mark Winters on the 6, it is Bo Brown. Bo Brown drives the 6. Hands-on chip. Field of 7, 1 through 6 on the gate. The 7, a trailer in the second tier. David Myrick writes, Roger, you're doing great. It's better than watching soaps with the wife. Thank you, David. Horses scoring down prior to going to the gate. This is the 8th of 16, so when we get this one finished up, we'll be halfway through the racing program this afternoon. Now, there's no pari-mutuel wagering here today, but when there is pari-mutuel wagering, oftentimes the Lady Pace has the most money wagered of the entire card on that particular race. Now, I could be wrong, but I have been told that at Greenville, Ohio last year, the night of the Lady Pace, and you know they have some major stake races.
Oh, absolutely.
The most money wagered on a single race was on the Lady Pace.
That is,
The wagering public loves these events.
why they are so entertaining. It's just they're so competitive, you know. And week after week, they go out there and they do not give any quarter out there. It's a great race. I think some of the best lady drivers in the country are in Ohio.
Well, Jasmine Arnold, who was last year's Amateur Driver of the Year, was invited to race at the Vincent Delaney Memorial in Portmarnock in Dublin, Ireland. And the Vincent Delaney Memorial this season was canceled due to the COVID-19. And the folks at Ireland have extended the invitation to Jasmine to be the featured driver in 2021. And Jasmine has accepted. We're ready for action.
First $3,606. Through the strike for these races, and here they go.
No fire.
Here out there, the Friday rolling out there looking for the lead. Is One More Corrosive as they move on into the turn. One More Corrosive is on top. Over there to be in a second as they trot around the turn is Hands on Ship, and Hands on Ship is just one off stride. We're going now in second. Over there in third is MVPL, and early fourth for Supreme Fireworks. Moving to the outside is Jiu-Jitsu. Then we have Peter Brevite and the trailer is Hands on Ship. Moving by the opening quarter there is One More Corrosive at 32 and 4. On into the turn they go. In their second, Silver Begonia. The MVPL looks them over from third. Jiu-Jitsu is trotting along in fourth. As they straighten away and move down here to the half. And out here with that lead, with the lines up, is one more process. Moving up on the outside, now here comes MVPL, the challenge. Over there, the third is Silver Begonia, the half and 104 as they move around the turn. Jiu-Jitsu is there in fourth. The Frame Fireworks is fifth. Over there, sixth is Peter Privite and off stride again. Hands on Chip as they're into the back stretch on their way to three quarters. One more process. And Greg Bateson bouncing along on the lead. MVPL in second. Over there, third, Silver Begonia. Here comes Jiu-Jitsu. Moving to the outside from fourth. As they go by three quarters and 136 and one around that final turn. Out there with the lead, one more process. Over there, second is MVPL. Jiu-Jitsu is third. Silver Begonia fourth. You're at the top of the stretch. And one more Brosive has stepped away. One more Brosive is now opened up by almost 4 lengths. On the outside, trying to take second. Jiu-Jitsu from MVPL. One more Brosive to win. MVPL is for second. Jiu-Jitsu gets third. Time to mile 205 and 4.
2:05 and 4.
29
If you were watching yesterday's broadcast, we mentioned during the broadcast the horse that just won, One More Brosive, who made a break at Ottawa. And when we talked to John Kineski yesterday, he told us that the horse would win today.
Okay.
And One More Brosive did just that. What was the half? You don't know the half? Came home in 29 and 2 for the mile. 2:05, 3/5. Was it 3/5 or 4/5? I thought it was 4/5.
Could be.
For one reason or another, I wrote down 4/5.
5, 4, 4, 5. What the 2, 4, 5, 4, 5.
One More Brosive. Victoria's here. John Kineski III. Patrick Kineski, the owners. John Kineski III, the trainer. Greg Bateson, the driver. 3-year-old gelding by DeJarmbro. One more lap. 2:05, 4/5. Lifetime mark. Had a mark of 2:07 at Tiffin last year. One More Brosive and Greg Bates.
Race number 3, One More Brosive. The 3-year-old Day got himself to DeJarmbro at a 1 more lap by like a prayer by John Kineski III. And Patrick Kineski, trained by John Kineski III. Greg Bateson, the winning driver, 2:05 and 4.
Good mile. The Bateson, he was at his third one today. I'm going to have to check my book again, but he does what?
Jiu-Jitsu was third. Peter Privite was seventh. Hands on Chip 6th. And MVPL second. We just got down 4-5-1. 7-6-2 on the bottom. 32 and 4. 104. 136 and 1. 2:05 and 4. Race 9 is next. The Springhaven Farms Lady Driving Series takes the first division. Orange Saddle Pads, we need 6 of you. Let's bring them on the track for the 9th race. No race 6 on the 6th for the upcoming 9th race. Head out for race 9.
The ladies' pace.
I'm going through the program on Bateson. Watch and See is 1. One more Brosip 2. Just 2.
He'll get 3 today.
You're predicting his third coming up.
The Swami here.
This is the first of 2 divisions of the Lady Pace coming up. Field of 6. The 6, Barely Behavin'. Off Lasix. The 6, Barely Behavin'. Mandy Jones on Sports Band. Winner last time out at Paulding in 2 minutes 4/5. Jody Hamill drives Better's Choice. Was 6th at Paulding. Emily Hay, Royal Delta. First start of the year, hasn't raced since Dayton, Hollywood Dayton, on December the 17th. And first time that Emily Hay is set behind Royal Delta. Let's Go Somewhere, Elizabeth Murphy drives. Raced yesterday in the free-for-all. You remember where Let's Go Somewhere? You got your program from yesterday?
Way down there.
Oh, never mind. Lauren Harmon drives the 5, High Flying Sarah. Also was in that race yesterday. And the 6, Barely Behavin', raced at Paulding and finished 3rd with a break in the stretch. So we got a field of 6 coming up.
Yeah, look at this. Flying
Sarah
Sarah.
was scratched.
Huh?
Was scratched yesterday.
No.
Oh, that doesn't mean scratched. Was 3rd yesterday.
Yes, that's 3.
What are the...
When I'm old time, I use Roman numerals, market by program. But she was 3rd. They went and Mr. Houston, please don't
Now,
shake
wait,
it.
wait a minute. Folks, how many people mark their order of finish in Roman numerals?
When in Rome, do as a Rome do. Romans do.
But we're in Marion.
Well, okay. But 202. I'll translate the Roman numerals as MDC and II. No. 202 went High Flying Sarah, finished 3rd, and Hanky L won the race.
We're going to move our location because I got a feeling my phone is about to run out of
Yeah, good idea.
battery strength, so before we lose anything. Now this will be a bumpy ride down. Tom, you want to get this headset when you're coming down?
Can you record it and upload it later? Yeah, I am, but okay, so I'm gonna try again.
Do you have that patch cord that I gave your guy for my battery? I bet you he stuck it in his pocket or something. It's white. Oh wait, no, that's yours.
Yeah, use this.
Well,
Wait, do you have 2? There's 2 of them there. Yeah.
no, this is mine.
Oh, that's yours. Okay.
This is mine. Okay.
Because I said I only got 6 of those. Why?
So now I'm tied down in location, but we shouldn't lose the signal.
The girls got out here on time. They're pregnant right
Where's
away
that?
already.
Wait.
And that is the call to go for the ninth race, the Spring Haven Farm Lady Driving Series race. The ladies go from a fair driving in the Spring Haven Farm Lady Driving Series, earning points to make it to the final in Delaware, Ohio. This one chasing a purse of $505. This is the first division here today of the Lady Driving Series. One Sports Bandit, Mandy Jones. Two Better Stroke, with Judy Hamel. Three Royal Delta and Timberlake Hay. Four Let's Go Somewhere, Elizabeth Murphy in the bike. Five High Flying Sarah and Lauren Harmon. And the six Barely Behaving, Mary Berthold, and the Sulky. That is the field for the 9th grade. You know that the six Barely Behaving is off wasted. Looks like we will have a tire change on the 5.
So there you have it, our field of 6 in this lady pace. Race number 9 on our 16 race card here today.
You're good there?
Yeah.
Okay. Get that flat tire on the 5. Almost right off the rim. So.
Oh, got a question for Roger. I shouldn't go live before I even see what the question is.
Well, we got the whole panel of experts behind us.
Viewer wants to know what's the percentages like
That's a toughie.
for horses to get a 2-hole ride, garden trip to win races. I don't think anybody keeps that statistics,
No.
JD. At least I don't. I can say this, there have been very few, maybe only 1 or 2 horses that have won the Little Brown Jug with a 2-hole trip in the final. Very few. That I do know. I'll tell you, the guy to ask is Dean Collins. He can tell you exactly who won the Little Brown Jug getting a 2-hole trip.
I don't know. I know everyone hopes for a 2-hole trip, but if you got somebody who's on top, that's the best. It's tough to beat.
Kathleen Wampler just said the ladies know how to post parade.
Absolutely.
Mandy Jones won the lady pace. Was there a lady pace at Circleville?
No.
No?
I believe not.
Okay. So this would be our second lady pace.
Yeah. And she cut the mile and win by a neck. 2 minutes and 4/5. I believe that was one of the fastest miles of the whole meet. That was in Paulden. I'm pretty sure it was one of the fastest miles.
They're ready to go to the gate, but they're waiting on the
Wheel.
water wagon.
Well, you got to fix that wheel. Are they out there yet?
Oh, is there a horse? Who has the broken wheel?
It was Elizabeth had a.
Elizabeth Murphy with "Let's Go Somewhere."
I believe she had it. Or no, could have been.
The one here in Marion, they had a woman security guard. She couldn't stop anybody.
One of the gals out there.
Renee was standing outside the door.
No matter who it was, they're all on the track now and going to the post.
Renee wants us to try using your phone as a hotspot.
These drivers all qualified for the 9th race. The Spring Haven Farm Ladies Driving Series race. All 6 female drivers right up behind the gate for the first division. On the Spring Haven Farm Ladies Driving Series, every lady gets points all summer long. Made for the final race in Delaware, Ohio.
They're not here in front of me.
They will be rolling into that first turn, I can guarantee you.
First $500 top of the stretch of the 9th race, and here they go.
I'll tell you something.
outside now. High flying Sarah's in fourth, and they're to be fifth. Let's go somewhere and barely behave with this trailer. As they scoot up the backstretch for the first time, Danny Jones and Sports Band leading along on the lead, and they're second only hanging Royal Delta. On the outside, Lauren Hartman and High Flying Sarah opening quarter 30 and 4/5. Then you'll find Jody Hamlin, Better's Choice at the rail. Elizabeth Murphy and Let's Go Somewhere, then Mary Burkhold, and Barely Behaving as the trailer. So they swing off the turn and travel down here to the half. Sports Band on the lead. High Flying Sarah's moving up on the outside for Lauren Hartman.
3 wide.
On the inside to be a third is Royal
Up on.
Delta. All of them are moving up now. Let's Go Somewhere, but it's Better's Choice. All try again, Barely Behaving the half. 1 minute 4/5. As they move around the turn to the back stretch. And the leader is Sports Band. Inside Royal Delta. Outside for High Flying Sarah, still showing some progress. In there next is Let's Go Somewhere. As they continue to 3/4. And Andy Jones now puts the pedal to the metal on Sports Band. Outside second, High Flying Sarah. Let's Go Somewhere is third. Royal Delta fourth. 3/4 on the board at 1:31 and 3, and moving around the final turn. Sports Band still the leader. High Flying Sarah trying to reel her in second. Let's Go Somewhere is third. They're at the top of the stretch. Sports Band turns first. High Flying Sarah moving to the outside. Sports Band. High Flying Sarah trying to get there. Sports Band on the inside. High Flying Sarah on the outside. Sports Band still in it. High Flying Sarah finishing second. Let's Go Somewhere is third. Time to mile 203.
Sports Band. Mandy Jones, the winner in 2:03, final half 1:02 and 1, final quarter 31 and 2. Sports Band, the winner. High Flying Sarah second. Let's Go Somewhere third. So the order of finish was 1-5-4. 1-5-4. The mile 2:03.
Miss Jones was on top and eased up and just coasting for home. Starts out, it's his third win of the year. And nice horse for the ladies. A nice little horse anyway, but he's a nice horse for the ladies. And good mile. They up and challenge.
Lauren Harmon went after her, but
Yeah.
to no avail.
That's what they're right, eye to eye, head to head, nose to nose. And she just put her away and coasted for home.
I'll tell you that High Flying Sarah was hung about three quarters of the mile.
Oh, so you say at the laundry room, hung out to dry. That's the victorious connections are coming across the track right now. That's a long haul though. Miss Mandy Jones.
Subject of one of our top of the stretch broadcasts a couple weeks ago.
You got to set it up.
Tyler Smith was yesterday. Tomorrow's top of the stretch, driver Tony Hall on his accident at Northfield, his recuperation, and his plans for getting back into action. Tony Hall on tomorrow's top of the stretch on the Ohio Harness Horseman Association Facebook page. Mandy Jones making her way to the winner's circle.
Moving back in front of the stands after winning the 9th race is the one Sports Band, a 5-year-old David sportswear. Out of Aguilera, Hanover by Western Hanover on the Mandy Jones. Ryan Jones trains. Mandy Jones is the winning driver.
Kind of smells like a pipe.
Winner of the winning series at Alden, the winner here today is Marion in 2:03. Fourth and the race winner. Better choice was 6, Royal Delta 4th. Let's Go the winner finished 3rd. High Flying Sarah 2nd. Fairly Haven was 5th. Racetrack up down to 1, 6, 4, 3, 2, 5 on the bottom. 30 is 4th. 1 minute 4th.
Todd, how you doing?
1:31 and 3.
David.
Time
Hey,
to mile
hey,
2
Tommy.
3. Bring them out for the upcoming 10th race. Set up to race 10. Brown Saddle Test.
I'll be up
And
there.
up Road Brown driving 4. Dan Jones on 5. Bring them out for the 10th race.
Okay, who's the guy with the double screen?
So the 10th race coming up. 3-year-old Colt Pace. Second division. $2,783. Did we get a driver on the 4-horse? Bo Brown on Cousin Louie.
What's the name of it?
Who's on the 5? Danny Jones on Risky Buddy. Driver changes in the upcoming 10th. Bo Brown on the 4, Cousin Louie.
Probably a little bit more.
Danny Jones on the 5, Risky Buddy. 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 a trailer, second tier. Meadowland Boza, 2 straight. Winner of Buckeye Stallion Series at Sauter Downs. Oh, you're in the camera.
Nice little picture here. This is from our ladies race.
Ladies drive against hunger.
You don't look like
We
a
can
lady,
win.
Tommy.
Unfortunately, this time,
Suck it in.
I know,
I
but
can't read some of the printing.
due to this COVID, I'm on widescreen now. This is like quarantine. Did we have?
There's your Colt, honey.
Yeah, this was like it was a good cause. We had like
Right
a
over
dozen food pantries we raised money for.
So Meadowland Boza, back-to-back wins, as we said, in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Sauter Downs in 153 and 4. Winner at Circleville, Ohio Colt Racing Association, 157. In both races, wire to wire for Meadowland Boza and Chris Presley.
Pie comes to the rescue.
Also, back-to-back wins for Sweet Oliver. He had Hennessy, won a qualifier at Scioto in 56 and 3, then raced at Paulding, a winner in 2:03 with a final quarter 28.
the mask, you can't tell.
Yeah, we got to take another picture.
Cousin Louie has 3 starts this season. Was 3rd at Northfield in 56 and 2. 2nd at Scioto in 55. And was 2nd in a Buckeye Stallion Series, timed in 154. Horses parading to the post.
David said we'd be over.
3, Meadowland Boza and Chris Presley. 4, Cousin Louie. Driver change to Bo Brown. 5, Risky Buddy and Dan Jones. 6, I'm a 1%er with Kim Pluta in the light. And a 7, Sweet Oliver and Hennessy in the sulky. That is the field for the 10th race. Bo Brown 4, Dan Jones on 5.
Three-year-old Colt Pacers, 7 of them in the upcoming. There's Danny Jones Missed the post parade with the 5 Risky Buddy.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Oh, maybe you're stopped.
That's official stuff right there.
You invaded our area.
This is the judge's thing. He owns a lot.
Go to that side, it's empty.
Drive. 5-0. 5 or something.
I didn't notice we didn't have any pylons last week or yesterday.
Horses scoring down prior to going to the gate. Yes, I hopefully will be calling the Little Brown Jug in September. We don't know the status of the Delaware County Fair. There should be an announcement about the fair and also about the racing program at Delaware, and of course the 75th Little Brown Jug in late July. But for right now, at least, it's on the go list for this season.
They had an offer for that ground.
Trying to answer some of the questions that are asked here. Brett Hoovler says, hold your phone horizontally. Brett, we tried that and we lose the signal. Sorry, Brett, can't do what you want. We lose the signal when we hold it horizontally. And maybe if there was an expert here, they'd tell us how we could do it. But
Someone suggested we should lie down on the benches. That won't work either.
I wouldn't be able to get back up.
Where's my microphone?
Horses go onto the gate. For this 3-year-old colt pace.
He's not bad.
Starters calling in the horses for the 10th race. 3-year-old colt pacers turning in on their own way to the gate.
I'll bring 20 cash as a girl. If not,
See, I just tried to do it horizontally, Brett. Won't work.
Point blank.
Lose video.
A first of $2,783 at the top of the scratch for the 10th race. Here they go. Cousin Louie is along there in third. Sweet Oliver of Hastings fourth. Over there fifth. It's Fireball Special. Daniel Side Risky Buddy in the early trailer on the 1 for center. As they move up the backstretch, and Ellen Boza, not content in the pocket, he's way up there in the lead. But Headline Rock is giving the cold shoulder. So Chris Buckley wants to go. Brandon Bartley, he said no as they went by the corner in 22. Headline Rock maintains the lead. Meadowland Boza back where he started from in second. It's the Cousin Louie who's third. As they move off the turn and take down here to the half. In their lead fourth is Sweet Oliver. Over their lead fifth is a Fireball Special. As they come here by the fans, the leader at my rock. Ellen Boza still in second. Moving here by the half, 58-2. As they move on into the turn, the leader is at my rock. Over there to be second is a Meadowland Boza who looks back to the outside. They're moving up the backstretch to 3/4, and Meadowland Boza going to take another crack at the leader here. Meadowland Boza looks to be chasing by at my rock. Over there third, Cousin Louie. Sweet Oliver is fourth. Moving by the 3/4 mile mark. Meadowland Boza 120-2. Pacing around the final turn. Meadowland Boza's opened up by 3. In their lead second is Cousin Louie. That my rock is packed it in. Then it's the Sweet Oliver as they come to the top of the stretch.
About got run over.
You're just dying to see.
Remember what we were talking about
Yeah,
earlier?
it's dangerous out there.
That's a new track record if it is, I think.
How fast they go?
Meadowland Boza.
Time to violate new track record
Hey!
here at the Marion County Fair, 1:58.2.
That's the second track record in a row. We got one at the circle.
Set the track record at Circleville. Comes right back and sets a track record here at Marion. Meadowland Boza sending out notice that he is the champ so far this season. Winner in the Ohio Colt Racing Association at Circleville, and a winner today in the Ohio Fair Conference.
That's what I have over 7.
Called it the other right, so was I, then I changed it.
2.
That's the second track record in a row.
What they go?
58 2. What do you got this kid with?
374-2-516.
Meadowland Boza, track record 1:58.2.
Coming back in front of the stand, the new track record holder here at the Marion County Fair is Chris Presley and Meadowland Boza. Meadowland Boza, a 3-year-old, take the son of Tenderosa. Had a Joey Lynn cut by that into a racing mover and clutches and harness. Mike Metters is the trainer. Chris Presley, the winning driver, 1:58.2. New track record here at the Marion County Fair.
Tammy Hoovler with Chris Presley. Meadowland Boza. Skip Hoovler as well in the winner's circle.
And Meadowland Boza just coming off of Buckeye Stallion Series win, 53-4 at Scioto last week.
Bring him on to the 11th race. Bring him out to race 11.
At Circleville, set an impressive track record, winning by 9 3/4 and 157. Another track record. Little gelding by Ponderosa is coming around. We'd like to see that.
I think that wasn't it Sweet Oliver second?
Sweet Oliver was second, and Cousin Louie, everyone's favorite, was third.
So they finished 3, 7, 4 in the 10th. 3, 7, and 4. Meadowland Boza, Sweet Oliver, Cousin Louie. Final half in 1 minute. Final quarter, 30 seconds flat.
The good thing is it seems to be getting better at the right time.
Yeah, that's what I.
This is a hard racetrack too. Difficult, not hard.
This is the one I find in Delaware. This is the same one I find in Delaware.
What was the track record? I didn't even know.
I think Bill Peters knew. 58-3. He beat him by a fair.
Fireball special 6, headliner on the 4, Meadowland Boza the winner. Cousin Louie was third, Ricky running 6.
They're doing things to my phone and I have no idea what they're doing, so
6-4-1, 3 5 7, 2 on the bottom, 10 and 2.
That other horse.
128-2.
You know, when I
We
got
like to
here,
go 2-5.
I got here smart. They had it squeezed real nice. Next thing you know, they had the conditioner out there taking it all off. After they spent 2 hours cleaning it.
11th race coming up. 3-year-old Colt Trot, our second of 3 divisions. This for a purse of $3,531. Field of 6 to go postward. No changes or corrections in the 11th.
Jody had a brother that entered in. Jody's full is
They know different.
full brother.
It looks to me, I said, I can't tell without like going into your. Yeah, I'll be right back. But I was getting really slow speeds, very similar to the speed I was getting at the throttle. Did you? When your phone was set on the hotspot, it was really private phone. I wonder if it does just they don't throttle directly. Throttle hotspot.
As we await our horses for the 11th.
Sharing Wi-Fi connections.
You have the results, sir.
Whoever's calling me on the phone, I can't talk. Now, Tom, when did you say our next Facebook Live broadcast is?
It is up in Trumbull.
Cortland. And that's Monday, right?
Portland's on Monday, isn't it?
Portland is on Monday, yeah.
Yeah. That'd be Monday, July the 6th at Cortland. And they're a doubleheader program.
Please, please. Yes, it is.
So you're liable to have about 25 races.
Well, what's 25 races in an afternoon? We've done them before. We were up at Kenton.
I got a story on Cortland.
Okay.
I announced there a couple of years, I believe. And Buster Ross, Jerry Ross Jr., was kind of the gentleman responsible for the track. And they had a lot of rain the night before the races. And there was a large puddle of water at the finish line, down low next to the rail. We'll have the rest of the story after the post-parade.
3-year-old Colt Trot, the first $3,531. What attaboy you are, and Tyler. Did Mr. Spring Gold, Jason Weller in the fight. Rated Lincoln Tunnel, driver is Greg Gleason. Florida Grandioso with Bud High. 5 is Imposito, Cameron McCown. And the 6, yours if you want it, Ryan Barrett in the sulky. That is the field for the 11th race. Greg Gleason drives the 3.
Somebody is telling me how to go horizontal or vertical. I'm scared to try it.
Well, yeah, you might lose.
I'm afraid to lose it,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry.
And we've been having too much trouble with our Wi-Fi and everything else. My phone doesn't connect to the broadcast. It's tried everything. It just doesn't.
Yeah.
So we got this running.
I don't want to take any chances losing the signal or anything.
He was mad at me. He didn't want to go there.
Okay. Let me look up.
That camera facing me?
It's all good.
Just want to let everyone know, whoever's watching, we will be back up with the full setup for Portland and beyond. We got some new technology in the works, some back-ordered equipment and stuff because of COVID-19. That should all be taken care of after today. So the hiccup we had today should be good from here on. We should be solid. So.
Hey, do me a favor. Cross your fingers.
Yeah, everyone cross your fingers. Whatever, 50, 100, however many people are watching.
Okay.
Cross your fingers on both hands.
Thank you, Don. So we thank you for bearing with us today.
Last year.
And this guy running the cameras not going to get hired anyplace else, I don't think, for this job. I don't think, Don, you have to worry about me replacing you on camera. Although I do think, I might be wrong, it would be a lot easier to operate your camera than this iPhone.
Oh yeah, I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Once you get it set it up, that's about it. But you got to get it set up.
One time, we had a deal where everybody at the Meadows was going to switch positions, and I drew cameraman. I don't know who drew the announcer in that race, but I was never more nervous in my entire life sending out a simulcast feed, and I'm the pan camera operator. Horses are getting together and about to go to the post here in the 11th race. 3-year-old colt trot. Field of 6. Attaboy Star, Mr. Spring Goal, Lincoln Tunnel, Regioso, Impavito, and yours if you want it. Yours if you want it. I thought they were going to the gate, but somebody's got a little problem back there. Needs some help to get turning and go the right direction. And so far, the horse is winning. I'll tell you, when a horse plants his legs and doesn't want to go forward,
I can remember from 40 years ago.
yeah,
And I used to have to grab the old horse by the head and run him up onto the track. And he won 4 in a row. And I had to grab him and run him back to the window, or else he'd just stand there and look at you. They don't want to move. They ain't gonna move.
He's tried once at least.
There you gotta move it.
He did this over there too.
running start. They got him hooked up, but he's going to the gate.
Thank you very much. Starter around the horses for the 11th race, 3-year-old colt trot. Beautiful way.
Yeah, there was a horse that was a trotter, Isadora, last year. She was
He's on the gate.
Yeah, he's on the gate. He did this up there, and then he planted about the top of the stretch. Oh, really? I watched
Top
the
of the
video.
track for the 11th race. 3-year-old colt trotter, the first $3,531, and here they go.
He's only got about 20 pounds.
horse is 8,000 start. It's a decent horse.
He's a nice 2-year-old.
On the outside, also leading is Regioso. All they're meeting next is the Lincoln Tunnel as they move around the turn. Then after rail is Attaboy Star. Heading on into the back stretch. Over there to Vito on the inside comes in Vito and way back the trailer.
$8,000 to start. More than
It's Mr. Spring Goal.
Three wide down
And
the
they're all
backside.
added up top, 3 across the racetrack on the inside is Lincoln Tunnel letting nobody go as they trot by the opening fraction. Out there, 3 here.
They both run.
31.50.
4 and the 6.
Yours if you want it is on a break as well. As they come around the turn,
He's running down the rail. Right. He's all over the place.
Wood on top is Lincoln's Tunnel. Oh, there he's second at a point star. Oh, there running third is Impavito further back to Mr. Spring Goal. It's yours if you want it. And Regioso as they move here by the half and 102-1. That leader is Lincoln Tunnel. Over there to be moving up on the outside, Attaboy Star, and Attaboy Star is trying to trot on to the lead as they go to the 3/4 mile mark of the race. Attaboy Star on the outside, Lincoln Tunnel at the rail. Impavito is there in third. Here's if you want it 4, 3/4, 1,
5
3,
horse.
4, and 4. Moving around the final turn, that leader is Attaboy Star.
You're gonna get second.
I got
No. The 6 will get second.
Attaboy Star. Attaboy Star is opened up by the Lincoln Tunnel, trying to hold second as they come down to the wire.
I went too.
And Attaboy Star will come home the winner. Here's if you want it up for a second, and Lincoln Tunnel gets third.
ride across the water.
So the order of finish is 163. 163 and 206 1/5, the winning time. Attaboy Star, victorious. For Ty Loy, Columbia Station, Ohio, the owner, trainer, driver. 3-year-old Gelly by Don't You Forget It out of Bowville Atta Girl. A winner in 2, 6, and 1. Last year was 7 of 13. First win in 5 starts this season. 206 and 1. Here this afternoon at Marion.
Back in the saddle. Yeah, I'll get it.
Don't want to lose those. These papers are more valuable than my racing program, believe it or not. Ty Loy returns to the winner's circle.
In front of the stands after winning the 11th race, one Attaboy Star, 3-year-old baby, son of Don't You Forget It, out of Bowville, Atta Girl by Salazar Man, owned, trained, and driven by the great Ty Loy, 206 and 1.
Back in the saddle again.
Bring them on for the upcoming 12th race, headed up to race number 12.
Back in the saddle.
Yeah, long train running.
As we await the official order of finish in the 11th.
Long train running. That long train running was Chester Bay. Yeah.
Take picture,
I
but
don't
you
remember.
must.
If you had the time for that last race, I'd be doing that.
30 and 1/5. 102 1/5. 134 and 4/5. 206 and 1.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. Myself up.
Attaboy Star was the winner.
Look
Mr.
like one of them
Frankel
old,
4th, Lincoln Tunnel was third. Ragnoso 5th and Pavito 6th. Yours if you want it. Second. 143, 562, 30 and 1/5. 102 and 1. 134 and 4. 206 and 1. Bring them on to the 12th race. Blue Battle Pass is here for race number 12. This is Big John Townsend Drive. In this race, I've got Dan Jones driving the line. Greg Mason on the 7. Cody Brown on 8. 8 up here for race 12. Bring them out for the 12th race.
So the 12th race coming up here. Free-for-all trot. The Big John Townsend trot. Field of 8 to go postward. Do we have a driver on the 7-horse? In the 7-horse in this race? We have a driver on the 7. Greg Bateson. Greg Bateson drives the 7. Indigo K. Bo Brown on the 8, Silver Star Tyson. Bateson on the 7, Brown on the 8. Big John Townsend trot, free for all trotters, $1,650. 1 through 6 on the gate, 7 and 8 trailers in the second tier.
You know, nice field of trotters, free for all trots. Bateson on the Indigo K, he's still looking for win number 3. The last one was just almost there. But I do like the Let's Go Buxton here. It's an open handicap trotter at Northfield. And qualified in Delaware, 2 minutes and 3/5. Made a miscue 2 weeks ago, but stayed trotting at Scioto 56-1. And he's got over 364,000 on his card lifetime. That's a class animal. Always go with class. And looks like they should trot close to, I'm not going to say, no. I'm going to say right about 2-1.
What's the trotting record?
I think it's about 2-1.
2-1?
You have to I'll double check for you.
Oh, get you another text trivia.
Good idea. That's my Trex trivia question. What is the track trotting record? Well, Lord.
ABC. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't care. And I'm not going to look it up. Nah, joking, folks. Joking. We probably have instant winners.
Yeah. I might be. I'm not going to look it up. All right.
With a 16 race card, a lot of horses still warming up for the later races.
Okay, guys, again, let's get together, line up this race in order, please.
Please, somebody stop me. It is Margarita Man, set 3 years ago, trotting a mile in 2:01.
You got a better memory than you thought.
Listen, Richie, I'm telling you one thing. I can remember things, and it's beautiful here at Madison County. I always said that. All right.
That is the call to post for race number 12, the Dave John Townsend Trot, the first $1,650. In this race, we've got Dan Jones driving the 1, Greg Basin on 7, Bo Brown on the 8. Very nice horses in here, chasing that first $1,650. One is Feisty Jim, makes the driver Dan Jones. 2 is So Wishful, Dan Hoffman in the white. 3 is Montana and Cameron McDowell. 4, Let's Go Buck with Brandon Hartley.
I don't know.
5, Gay Love and John Moody.
I would hope most people can help with things at home.
6, Go George, Peter Henry in the
High
white.
school level, they need to be in a class.
7, Indigo K, Nixon Ryder Christensen. And the 8 is Silver Star Tyson, Bo
Get them
Brown,
next week.
and the Sulky. That is the field for race 12. Dan Jones on 1, Greg Basin 7, Bo Brown on the 8.
Verizon too.
Somebody just says we're having entirely too much fun. I'll tell you, I'm being totally honest. This has been a nerve-wracking afternoon.
We were forced into our different positions. We're going, well, I'll be a cameraman. And
Yeah.
But
Now, I want to be sure the videotape replays of the races will be on Trot and Pace video later this afternoon.
Pacemarketing.com, yes.
Okay.
Or trotandpaceracing.com.
So as normal, those race replays and the video will be 150% better than what you've seen live here this afternoon. Make no doubt about that. I did this once before. Some friends over in, I'll tell you, I think it was when Rosemary Rose was a 2-year-old, and Derek Delaney wanted me to Facebook Live her qualifier at the Meadows. I called the race from the starting line on the backside on the hill in front of behind the administration building, and I'm doing the video and calling the race at the same time while watching the horses on the track for my call. For one reason or another, that seemed much easier than today. Maybe it was an age difference.
Yeah, but you're only doing one race back then. This is like race after race.
Horses are going to the gate for our 12th.
Solid to the fair. To the final, you want to go someplace else. And it's only because it's division.
Top of the stretch of the ball race in. Here they go.
Four division, we're going for 27.
Wow.
Going down 6 figures.
Here they come. I got one who keeps going back and forth to
Okay.
one horse.
As they move on around the opening turn. Out there with the lead is the Caleb, and Caleb is out there on top, so Wishful is
He's not even trying to stop him.
Right, Jim on that dead wrong. As they move off the back stretch for the first time and out there with the lead.
Even if he gets
He
back.
can't hold it.
On the inside is the
Danny
Caleb.
Jones.
Mikey Jim still trying to get him under control. All from their lead as the rails, let's go Fox as they travel by the opening quarter, 31-3. So it's Caleb who is on top. Let's go Fox is there in second. Riding in there in third is Silver Star Tyson on the outside, so Wishful is now in fourth. Underneath that, the big okay as they move down here to the halfway mile mark of the race. And the leader is Caleb. Caleb and John Moody with the lead. Let's go Fox there in second. So Wishful is third, and let's go Fox now hot the pocket. Then the okay is up into fourth to half in 102. Out and moving into the outside is Latina. As they circle the turn the back stretch, Caleb on the inside. Let's go Fox on the outside is now taking it to the leader. Indigo K is up into third, so Whistle is now in fourth. Latina trying in fifth. Over their lead and next as they continue there is Go George moving by 3/4. Kate Love on the inside. Let's go Fox on the outside, 132 and 3 and around the final turn. Kate Love is claiming the lead. Let's go Fox on the outside, they're second as they come to the top of the stretch. They're trotting like a horse in their shadow as they turn for home. Kate Love on the inside. Let's go Fox on the outside. Kate Love, let's go Fox. Let's go Fox and Kate Love. Let's go Fox on the outside. Come on, go ahead. Kate Love is for second. Tight for third. Time to mile 202 and 2.
202 and 2. Motoring. 202 and 2 as they come across the wire. 4, 5, and a 2.
Very tight, very tight.
4, 5, 2, you say was tight for place?
Very tight for place. Tight for show.
For show.
As they would say at the Paramutuals, hold all your tickets.
2, and 2. Let's go Bucks. Brady Traditions Racing, Pickerton. Jimmy Lupton trains. Brandon Bartley, the driver. 7-year-old Gunnab, and away we go at a field this way. 202 and 2. Let's go Bucks. Now 4 of 13 this season. Earnings now in excess of $22,000. Been racing in Northfield and Scioto the last 3 starts since racing returned. Gets the win here today with Brandon Bartley in the sulky. Appropriately named for a Buckeye horse.
Let's go Bucks.
Let's go Bucks.
Who's third? 6.
Front of the stands after winning the 12th race is the 4, Let's Go Bucks. Let's Go Bucks. 7-year-old round of and away we go. The field is played by credit winner. Owned by Bartley Traditions Racing, Jimmy Lumpton is the trainer. Brandon Bartley, the winning driver, time of the mile 2:02. 2 fast.
8, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 1, 2, 3.
Hold that right, 3 to 6 to 7, how that leads to
Joe Henry was one. Was number 4 to win 5 second, and the 6. I had my eye on something else. I do not know. Go Prince was 3rd.
Go George.
George. Well, Prince. Who's what we're looking at? Pierce.
Not Prince.
Not Prince, but it was close. Pierce. What do I?
If you were with us earlier, we reported that that's a problem that Tom Pye has.
Yeah, well, we keep on looking at all these numbers and horses. Hey, horsey, you know, it's like, but yeah, let's go George. And let's go Bucks. Caleb. Go George. Mile in 2:02 and 2.
4, 5, and 6. Order of finish. In the 12th. 13th coming up. 3-year-old Colt Pacer, 3rd division. Total of 4 divisions. And the 3rd coming up with a field of 6.
Let's Go Bucks the winner, Caleb 2nd, Go George 3rd. If you go Caleb 4th, then Silver Shirt Titans 3rd. 8, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 31 and 3. 102, 132 and 3, 202, 2 best. 13th race, White Saddle has the will need 6 of you. Let's get it up for the 13th race. Bring them on for race 13.
Carmel Stewart watching today. I'm not sure whether she lives in Scotland, Ireland, or Wales. But Carmel, welcome to today's Facebook Live. Gonna miss seeing you at the Vincent Delaney Memorial. So a shout out to Carmel Stewart.
I'm gonna look up and see what time it is up in
About 5 or 6 hours. So it's either somewhere around 7, 8 o'clock tonight.
Well, I always use the expression, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So, hello, Ireland.
There could be a song like that, couldn't
It's
it?
gonna be
5 o'clock
five
somewhere.
o'clock.
Catchy title. Our sponsors on today's broadcast: Big D's, Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Wind Farms, and the Ohio State University Medical Veterinary Center.
Give them a big shout out. Good sponsors, great places to go to. Like that little, see that Vietnamese pig they had on the ad at the end?
No.
Oh, cute little thing. I went to buy one of them one time. I said, give some friends of mine something to remember me by. But I went and I thought they'd be about $50 to $100. And my generosity and my witticism quickly faded when I found out they wanted $1,200 for it. And I went, nope. He says, I'll just leave them a fond memory of me. But $1,200, whoop, whoop. Roger's falling apart. Here, I got these up.
Thank you. 13th race coming up, as we said. 3-year-old Colt Pacers. The 4, My Partner Finn for Art McElmurray, first-time starter. Johnny Roquette was a winner in a qualifier at Delaware in 2 minutes and 4/5. Been pacing in 54 and 53 at Sauter Downs. We have any driver changes here in the 13th?
Dan Jones on 6.
Danny Jones on the 6. Fly DeMayo. Danny Jones.
That's what
I think that was Danny that had his hands full in that last race, if I remember correctly. Oh, maybe it wasn't.
It was Danny Jones on Feisty Jim.
Oh, he was driving that one?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't get that. He was driving Feisty Jim. Made a break here going into the first turn. And going down the backside, Feisty Jim had the best of Danny Jones. And he finally was all the way past the quarter before he was able to really get a hold of the horse and get him back trotting.
Here, the horse is race number 13, 3-year-old Colt Pace, worth $2,708. Put the end Jones on 6, 1 Johnny Rocket, and 10 right now. 2 is Mick Carter, Wade Jason out, third right. 3 is Jonas is Henley, 2 is Jonas Hertzberger. 4 is my partner Finn, Art McElmurray drives. 5 is Michael and Hank Levan. And the 6, Fly DeMayo, driver change Dan Jones, and the sulky. Greg Basin riding the 4, Greg Basin riding the 4.
So there's your field of 6 3-year-old Colt Pacers. $2,708 up for grabs. No real standouts, is there?
You got Bateson, he's driving
The 4 horse?
4, yeah.
Greg Bateson on the 4. Cam McGowan on Johnny Rocket. The rest went right on back to the backside.
And Johnny Rocket, he won 5 out of 17, was 10 for 17 on the board out of 17 starts last year. Made 51,000. And took a mark as a 2-year-old, 54 and 3 at Delaware. So that's to me, this is his 3rd start for the year. And he looks like he just paced in 53 and 2, Scioto, 13 days ago in the Buckeye Stallion Series. He looks like he's ready to roll. There they are on the backside. Johnny Rocketta, 3-year-old colt, gelded by Big Bad John.
Get your text trivia ready. We'll do it after this race. So those that like to play text trivia, stay with us. We'll have it after the 13th. 6 of them moving up and moving in. 3-year-old Colt Pacers in today's 13th of 16 at the Marion County Fair.
Running for the lead is Bad Little Dude as they head on into the turn. Up and on the outside, Michael is now trying for the top. Losing stride as they enter the turn.
2 horse.
Carter. Johnny Rocket is in 3rd. Over there now to be 4 is Fly DeMayo. Then we'll have my partner Finn, and after a break the trailer is Mick Carter as they go to the opening quarter. And out there with the lead is Michael. Michael is up there by 2.5 lengths. Then their second, and Little Dude opening quarter in 20-4. As they move on into the turn, over there in 3rd is Johnny Rocket Rocket, way back fourth, the fly to Maya. Then on the inside is McCarter. With my partner Finn as they travel down here the halfway mile mark of the race and out there with the lead. It is Michael. Michael's at the head of the fair. That little dude is there in second. Takes in third, Johnny Rocket. Way back then to McCarter the half. 1 minute, 1 step. Then we'll find Fly to Mayo and my partner Finn as they swing around the turn of the back stretch where they're being led by Michael. Michael is on top. Bad little dude in second. Johnny Rocket is now looking to the outside third. Further back fourth is McCarter as they continue the 3/4 mile mark of the race. And now rolling up on the outside, here comes Johnny Rocket, who's up and after Michael, 3/4, 1:31.1. Moving around the final turn. Outside Johnny Rocket, inside Michael is trying to counter punch as they cut the corner, they turn for home. And Johnny Rocket off the rail with the lead. Michael is there in second. Further back third, that little dude. As they come down here the wire, it is going to be Johnny Rocket. Johnny Rocket to win. Michael finishing second. That little dude is third. 2 minutes, 1 step.
Nice quarter.
Yeah.
153, I do believe. In the 13th, Johnny Rocket, Michael, bad little dude. Time of the mile, 2 minutes, 1/5.
That's quarter 29 flat. Nice one. Johnny Rocket looked just, again, this is his 4th start this year. And he said, hello world, here I am. Coming with a nice mile, 2 minutes and 5th. And this is 4th time on Lasix this year too. This is, it helps him. So he's probably back on the winning track.
Johnny Rocket, here's to us stable, Millersport, Ohio. Ron Steck trains, Cameron McGowan, the driver. 3-year-old Gelly, but Big Bad John out of Norway Attack Rocket. 2 minutes, 1/5. First win in 4 this season. Returns to the winner's circle.
Heading off for the 14th race, bring them out race 14.
Oh my God.
Back in front of the stands after winning the 13th race, 1 Johnny Rocket. 3-year-old Black does join up Big Bad John of those there are Snack Rocket, by Rock and Roll Silver. Only here's to us stable, string around Steck and Cameron McCown, the winning driver, 2 minutes, 1 step.
Johnny Rocket with the win in the 13th. 14th coming up, 3-year-old Colt Trot, our 3rd and final division of the 3-year-old Colt Trot. Cam McGowan on the 1, Pete's Party Tools.
Johnny Rocket the winner, McCarter 4th, Bad Little Dude was 3rd. My partner Finn 5th, Michael 2nd, Fly to Mayo 6th. Recheck knocked down to 143, 526, 29-4. 1 minute, 1/5, 1:31.1, 2 minutes, 1/5. Upcoming 14th race. Green Saddle Cat will be 6 of you. I've got Cameron McCown on the 1, Tim Buildup on the 3. Bring them on to the 14th race. Head on to the track for race 14.
Who we got on the 3-horse? Kim Pluto. Pluta. Kim Pluta. Drives the 3, trotting for cash. Cam McGowan on the 1, Pete's Party Tools. Everybody else has programmed. At least until they post parade. Okay. It is time for Tex Trivia!
All right, folks. This is the number to call, 614-633-5554. That's 614-633-5554. Now, in honor of T-Red, and you're looking at a living legend when he comes out for the final race, the ladies' pace, he is one of 20 horses that have won over 100 races in their lifetime. And there's 20, and that's in the history of harness racing. Now, how many of the standardbreds are trotters out of the 20? Is it A, none, B, 3, or C, 6? How many standardbreds that have won over 100 races out of the 20 standardbreds, how many are trotters? A, none, B, 3, or C, 6? Be the second and the fifth correct text to 614-633-5554. 614-633-5554. You'll be the third and the
Second and fifth.
Second and fifth, and you will win a surprise package from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Again, how many are trotters out of the 20 top standardbreds that won over 100? A, none, B, 3, or C, 6? Good luck.
And he'll go to his phone and let us know when he has the two winners.
Look at this. Boom. What are they doing? What are they doing?
All right, guys, let's get together.
I've already got 6. They've already answered what I rattled on. I got 7 answers why I rattled on like that. Okay. Question is.
They shouldn't be allowed to cross the border.
No, that border will all be closed.
No, look at all these. Oh, sure. We got one there.
Free Roger.
Hi, Tammy. In case you just tuned in, I want you to realize we're not normal today, to say the least. Technical difficulties prevented us from live stream. So for the first time for yours truly, Facebook Live. I'm operating an iPhone, trying to do some commentary and pick up the announcer. The audio is probably not the greatest with the PA, but bear with us. It'll be different come Monday.
One was Team Party Tools, that driver Cameron McCown. 2 is Soon, but high in the light. 3, Trotting for Cash, that driver Tim Pluto. For his Time Storm, John Moody in the bike. 5 is Brilliant Bob and Mark Winner. And the 6, Swerve, Rex Putnam in the sulky. That is the field for the 14th race. Cameron McCown on 1, Tim Pluto on 3.
Field of 6, 3-year-old colt trotters. Kim Pluta on the 3, trotting for cash. Cam McGowan drives the 1. Pete's Party Tools. Do we have winners?
Yes, we have winners.
Okay, we have winners.
Names are coming in.
Don't have to text trivia any longer. We have winners, and we'll announce them after this 14th race. 3-year-old trotters, final division. The other divisions. One more Broseph, Greg Bateson in 205 and 4. Attaboy Star, Ty Loy, 2-6 and 1. And now the third and final division coming up momentarily.
There they are talking on the track.
This is the 14th coming up, and this is our world champion. Time Storm's in here. He's returned his winning ways. He took a mark of 56 and 4 at Northfield as a 2-year-old last year, a half-mile track. Now I know Roger remembers when 56 and 4 was a world record for a all-time trotter. 1969, Saratoga, New York, set by Neverly Pride. And that was one record that Stanley Dancer said he thought they would never break. And of course, but it was just, there was just...
What do you think Stanley was said, oh no, the trotters will be going in 149 before long.
He just, and I remember the time he first used this modified sulky. And he was looking at that and just staring. And one of his old-time caretakers says, he's probably wondering how fast Albatross would have gone on that.
I got it last.
Husband-wife team.
Yeah. That's why I got my stool.
I tried to sit on it. I just rather stand.
Down to the stretch for the 14th race, and here they come.
I gotta stand and watch races, but I can sit here without control.
Time Storm's running. 4 horses.
And here are the trotting silver Time Storm on the road. As they move on into that
6
first
horses
turn,
running.
rushing up on the outside, Brilliant Bob. Brilliant Bob wants to lead, but Tuned wants it more, and Tuned is now the leader. Brilliant Bob is in the pocket over their third, trotting for cash. An early forward for Pete Party Tools, and there being that Swerve and the trailer, Time Storm. On to that opening quarter they go with the lead is Tuned. Tuned is out there and on top. Then there's the second, Brilliant Bob. Opening quarter 30 and 4/5. Over the next as they move around the turn.
How much?
We will find Pete Party Tools, trotting for cash is there. And trying to catch the other side.
6 horses running the
is the trailer. As they move down here to the half and now rolling up on the outside, trotting for cash is running up and after Tuned and trotting for cash. Does take over, Tuned is out of the pocket. On the outside, Pete Party Tools. Knowing about shuffle left the rail left half. In 102 and 2. On the outside, Time Storm has caught the others. And Swerve is the trailer.
Broken equipment on the 6.
As they move around the turn, they'll head on into the back, thrashing out there with the lead, trotting for cash. On the outside, Pete Party Tools. As the rail is Tuned in third.
I think he's
on
gonna
the
pull up.
outside, fourth is Time Storm. With Brilliant Bob, Swerve says, hey guys, wait for me, as they go by 3/4. In 134 and 3 and around their final turn. With the lead, it's trotting for cash. Pete Party Tools their second. Time Storm is 3 wide. After the rail is Tuned. With Brilliant Bob there at the top of the stretch. Hunter's driving for the
He's pulled up,
with the lead, it's still trotting for cash. Trotting for cash. Outside, trying to be there now is a Brilliant Bob as they come to the wire. Brilliant Bob trying for cash. Pete Party Tools. Follow for win. Maybe Pete Party Tools over Brilliant Bob. Right on the line. It's 205.
153. Pete's Party Tools. Brilliant Bob. Trotting for cash. 1, 5, and 3 in the 14th.
Copy that, Mike. Thank you.
Time of the mile. We'll get it later.
I might have paid pretty good.
1, 4, 3, 5, 2, DNF.
Cam McGowan,
How fast they?
Pete's Party Tools. Janine Liu of Archibald, Ohio. Bruce Farquhar, the trainer. Cam McGowan drives. 3-year-old Kelly by Uncle Peter to Dance With Me Chuck. Comes home a winner in 2:05. 2:05 winner. Pete's Party Tools. Brad Conrad at the Marion County Fair. His dad Barry was watching earlier this afternoon. Cam McGowan just standing on the backside there with Pete's Party Tools.
They went 133 and 3.
Yes.
3/4 was 133 and 3.
270.
Guess that's a correction from what was announced, I guess.
Winner was the line, Pete's Party Tools.
14 down, 2 to go.
How about now, Brad?
Youngster running over. Ran right out of his shoes.
You want to put there's a photo to win. You want to put that up on the
Coming
screen?
back in front of the stands after winning our 14th race, 1 Pete's Party Tools, a 3-year-old, David Minnesota here. Added in would be Chuck by Lucky Lucky of Janine Liu. Bruce Porker is the trainer.
Put that right up there.
Now the winning driver, time for the final 2:05.
Back it out a little bit. Bagging up.
Unofficial photo here.
That's close enough. It's official. It's on the camera. That looks good. Tight. Whoop. Yeah.
Pete's Party Tools was the winner, 2-4, starting for gas start.
He's got flip-flops on.
Time Storm 5th, Trillium second,
I
Florida
pulled in
did
this
not
morning. I
finish.
got there talking to Dale, and they pulled in.
1-4-3, prize 2 DNF, 30 and 4 fifths.
Yeah, the horse guy did.
102 and 2, 133 and 2, time for the final 2:05. 15th race is next, second division of the Spring Maiden Farm Lady Driving Series. In this race, no change. Orange pedal as the 6th of you head them out for the 15th race.
Hey, guess what?
Pete's Party Tools. 2:05 over Brilliant Bob and trotting for cash. 15th race coming up. Second division of the ladies' pace. And you've heard us talk so much about T-Red. Let's go to text trivia and our winners.
And of the 20 standardbreds that have won more than 100 races, how many were trotters? The correct answer was B, 3. And they were Rapunzel Star, who raced from 85 to 99, won 114 races out of 455, earned over $411,000. Crafty Sailor was won 107 out of 330, raced from 97 to 2007, made $133,000. And Bingham raced from 97 to 2007. That was a busy decade there. Had 102 wins out of 330 starts and made $308,000 lifetime. old class racehorses. And congratulations to our winner. Winners Bobby Joe Martin of Streetsboro, Ohio, the home of Big D's Harness. And Wade Farmer from Rives Junction, Michigan. Congratulations, you'll be getting your surprise in the mail from the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. Thanks, and keep on text trivia. And we'll be up to Trumbull County on the 6th. We'll have 4 that day, hopefully.
Bingham strikes a note with me.
Bingham, New York?
No. Bingham, I believe, came out of Michigan. A gentleman that I always refer to as Santa Claus. Right now, the name is, I believe his last name was Miller. Might be wrong. But I last met him at Running Aces last year out there. But he had the trotter Bingham, and many of his wins were in the Billings Amateur Trotting Series. Bugle sounds, and they're on the track for the ladies' pace.
No change here in race 15. First here, $5,505. One is Team Red with Emily Hay. 2 ring lead up, Lauren Harmon and White. 3 is El Puncho and the driver in Russell. 4 is Marlin Flash, Amy Wender at the controls. 5 is Rangers, Z Cam and Courtney Aiken. And the 6 is River Valley Pearl, Elizabeth Murphy, and the Sulky. That is the field for the 15th race, second division, Springhaven Farm, Lady Driving Series pace. No change in the 15th race.
Field of 6. Second division. T-Red going to the post. Henry Gawley of Cement City, Michigan, the owner-trainer. Emily Hay drives. She drove this one at Paulding and finished 4th in 2-2-2. 15-year-old Gelly becomes Eclipse at Avow's Honey. Last year, in his final year of racing, won 7 of 42. Fastest win time last week, Northville, Michigan, 1:55.4. This season, 2 starts, a 4th at Paulding and a 5th at Ottawa. T-Red was right in that mix of horses that going into that first turn.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those swallow your tongue moments for an announcer.
It almost, you say a little prayer is when you get in there. When it gets tight racing like that, you got 1,300 pounds of horse going at 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it can...
What compounded the thing, they were 3 and 4 wide into the first turn, and the horse that was sitting, I think, second made a break.
Yeah.
And kind of stacked them all up, but the drivers were very alert and stayed out of trouble.
They were lucky with that one. And you're always relieved to see them come out unscathed and something like that.
Horses going to the gate for the ladies' pace.
What? That's it, Gene.
That driver I was thinking of that owned Bingham, Gene Miller.
Gene Miller.
On the outside as they move around the first turn. Over there next is the Moreland Flash. Heading on around the turn to the back stretch. And along the inside, Will Sign River Valley Pearl. Next over there is El Puncho and the trailer.
Oh, that horse, 3
As
horses
they
running.
continue up the back stretch, the opening time, and out there with the lead.
That's the one that
Deep red.
pulled up.
Really on the outside, Marlins flag in third. Opening quarter in 29-1 as they move around the turn. And the old warhorse, Deep Red, the 15-year-old, leads the way. He has 104 lifetime wins. The 14-year-old, Marlins flag with 58 lifetime scores, just behind him second. On the outside, Green Leader was hung up to dry as they come by the stand for the first time. Over there past the rail. Then we find River Valley Pearl. Then it is the Rangers lead down the half, 59-3. And way back the trailer is El Puncho. Moving around the turn of the back stretch, Team Red still the one. In their second, Marlins Flash. River Valley Pearl is third. Green lead outside fourth. As they'll continue on to the 3/4 mile mark of the race, Team Red puts up the numbers. Marlins Flash will try to reel it in from the pocket, but it's still Emily Hay and Team Red. Right there is Amy Winder and Marlins Flash, 131-4.
Nice breeze.
At 130
Red.
around the final turn. Team Red is opened up.
Come on, man.
In their second Marlins Flash. Top of the stretch, they turn for home, and Team Red says, I got something left for you, young whippersnappers. He's 15. Marlins Flash, I on the outside, but Team Red, career wins 105. Team Red, and Emily Hay.
105.
Second Marlins Flash. River Valley Pearl is third.
146. 202 and 1.
She didn't pull up either. She's still coming.
202 and 1.
Yeah.
1, 4, and 6.
Yes, sir.
Order of finish as T Red gets win number 105. Scoring here for Emily Hay, her first win of the season in the ladies driving pace.
146253. Is that what you had?
Yeah.
A wire-to-wire, pillar-to-post, coast-to-coast win for T Red.
That horse don't make it be racing no more.
6 places or something?
I'd have pulled up.
Hey, Gene? Yeah. Well, I guess it was 15. But they can keep racing the fairs, right? This year. They got to quit. Yeah, after this year.
And
He can race.
that was class. It was the old horses. They need a couple of starts under his belt.
And he won so easy. Why were you driving on him at the 3/4 pole?
In case they were coming up at you. You just,
You know, you're supposed to have both lines in your hands.
yeah.
You were single line and whipping.
Well, I got a little
You
excited.
didn't notice I saw that, did you?
I was trying to stay back a little
I
back.
know. He's laying back in the sulky, too.
Yeah.
He was doing that to stay out of the video.
I could just, the judges behind me, they were just going $50, $100, $150.
I'll tell you, if you'd have been sitting on a sulky and laid back that far, you'd have fell off.
Well, wouldn't be the first time. That was, what a great,
T Red returning to the winner's circle.
Back in front of the stands after waiting the 15th race into one, Team Red.
Come on.
Team Red just scored the 105th win of his racing career. A 15-year-old chestnut goes from the Kansas West. Had about 90 iron velocity. On in trained by Henry Gully. Emily Hay, better known as Colton Tom, is the right. Time of mile 202 and 1. Bring it on for the 16th race, head on for our 16th and final.
$50 fine, right on the money.
Chris Presley asked me a question here. How fast was the last 3-year-old colt pace? 2 minutes and a fifth. 2 minutes and a fifth. Won by Johnny Rockette.
Three checks down to 1-4-6. 2-5-3 on Grotto. 29-1.
From Michigan.
59-3. 1-30-4-5. 2-0-2-1. Race 16 is next. We made it to the final time race of this year's Marion County Fair. Right on the track of the 15th race. I have Rick Schwager driving the 1. I've got Greg Bateson on the 6.
Greg Bateson on the 6.
If I'd have known that what was going to work out today, I'd have brought a clipboard with me. Been hard turning pages this afternoon.
Yeah. Last race.
16th race coming up, 3-year-old colt pace. Our fourth and final division, $2,708. Field of 6, all on the gate. We have any driver changes here, gentlemen?
The 1 is Rick Schroyer,
Rick Schroyer on the 1.
and the 6 is Greg Bateson.
Greg Bateson on the 6. Rick Schroyer on the 1. BL Gunsmoke. Greg Bateson on the 6. Western's Last Gun. Best time, Hanover. First time starter. Couple horses with second place finishes in their last start. McLover Boy, Pierce Henry, Jeff Miller. Second at Paulding in 2-3-1. Dancing Waylon L. Hank Levan. Second at Circleville, second at Ottawa, second at Paulding. 3 straight second place finishes, the fastest 1:59 at Circleville, timed in 59-1 at Ottawa. Dancing Waylon L. Western's Last Gun was a winner 2 back at Circleville in 59-2. BL Gunsmoke, Deletris, and McLover Boy do not show wins in the last 6. Thoughts on the 16th and final?
Definitely a whoop.
Well,
And the call is opposed to
there's a lot of thoughts.
I got an eye out. I did.
That is the call to close for race 16, our 16th and final live race of this year's Marion County Fair. 3-year-old colt pacer is the first $2,708. Rick Schroyer on the 1, Greg Bateson on 6. One is BL Gunsmoke, makes that driver Rick Schroyer. 2 is Deletria, John Moody in the right. 3, McLover Boy is Pierce Henry. 4 is Best Time to Hanover, Cameron McCown. 5, Dancing Waylon L and Hank Levan. 6, Western's Last Gun, Greg Bateson, and the Salt Gate. But you boys have watched the girls parade the last race.
Here comes the 1.
6 3-year-old colt pacers
Yeah. Yeah. Greg Bateson's driving.
in the 16th.
Now I'm filling out a caption for a photo. How do you spell T as in T-Red?
T.
T. That's only
By
joking.
the way, you got a good picture there in the winner's circle?
Well, just
Can you text that to me tonight?
sure. I'll show it right now.
Yeah.
It's 105.
Text it to my phone number, though. My phone number. Don't send it email or Gmail.
Okay.
You know my number?
That's a text trivia number.
No, it isn't.
I'm ready for
I love old horses. There's so much class.
Yeah.
So-
I want to put that picture on Facebook tonight. of those trotters that you mentioned, any of them with more than 105 wins? Is he the winningest trotter
I think it was
of the three?
100. There's two of them. Pencil Star and with 114 and 107 Crafty Sail.
So he's third in that list.
Well, no,
No, he's third in that list.
he's not. Yeah, he's a pacer. These are trotters.
Oh, those are trotters. That's right. So you don't know where he stands on the pacing level.
I got that printed out too.
Yeah, that's all right.
But he's down there. The most wins. Second is Ramblin' Willie.
We got a lot of viewers today from Great Britain. We do.
Wow.
Alan Middleton's with us now.
It's 8 o'clock at night there. Those nice pubs are just. This would be a great place to watch. The nice pubs.
Text PC.
We want to thank everybody who came here to race today. Thank all of our racing officials. We want to thank
I got
Marion
the
County
instructions
Fairgrounds
written
for the races here today. I want to thank everybody who tuned in to our races via the live broadcast for Ohio Harness Horseman Association.
Gave her a list of the fairs I had. She was getting right in home. Supposedly.
One horse.
The yellow gun smoke is offside. There, Western Last Gun goes looking for the lead. And they're going to be second as Jensen Whalen out. It's only Prius is third. All they're going to be fourth is best time Hillberg. As they move on into the back stretch. Then on the inside, Nickel Lover Boy, way back to trailer. The yellow gun smoke. Look that horse of a different color. Western's Last Gun is the leader. Over there in second is Jensen Whalen out as they continue by the opening quarter. Demetrius looks them over from third in their lead fourth. His best time came over opening quarter and even 31. In their lead next is Nickel Lover Boy in the trailer. Is the Gun Smoke. As they move around the turn, they straighten away and pace onto the half, and out there with the lead. With on stop is Western's Last Gun. In their second, Gibson Whalen out. Demetrius is still in third. Pacing in fourth, best time Hillberg. Then it is their next. Make Lover Boy and Dio Gunsmoke 102 and 4. In and around that turn they go with the lead. With on top, Western's Last Gun. Over in their lead second. Is still Jensen Whalen L. Third after the rail. Is Demetrius as they move off the back stretch to three quarters. Western's Last Gun trying to make every pole winning one. Jensen Whalen L second. On the outside, Demetrius third. Three quarters, 133 and 1. Moving around the final turn. Out there with the lead is Western's Last Gun, who opened up now by 2.5. Jensen Whalen L is second. Demetrius is third. Down the stretch they come to the finale where Western's Last Gun has rolled on the field. Jensen Whalen L second. Western's Last Gun from start to finish. Jensen Whalen L second. Demetrius is third. Time to mile 2:01.2.
6, 5, and 2 order finish. The mile 2:01, 2/5. So it's Western's Last Gun. Kent Wilcox of Hollinsburg, Ohio, the owner trainer. Greg Bateson, the driver. That's his third. You predicted it.
I was holding my breath too. I was just I was worrying right there. Thank you, Mr.
Western
Bates.
Last Gun. 3-year-old Gelly by Gun That Won the West out of Western Touch. Third win in 6 this season. Hey, Rogers Law on this horse. Been winning every other. A winner 4-back, a winner 2-back, and a winner today. That was one of my early Rogers Laws.
Bet him every other week.
Yeah.
That's a
Don't
good
bet
thing.
him next week
Right.
or the next start.
Well, that's why I go wrong. I keep on getting which week to bet, not which to week.
Western's
Good job,
last
gentlemen.
gun.
Good job.
Dancing Waylon L. Demetrius. 6, 5, and 2 in the 16th and final. Winner at Scioto, winner at Circleville, and now a winner in Marion. And returning to the winner's circle, winning driver Greg Bateson.
The gray roan coat. Moving the racetrack, I always say.
They keep moving the winner's circle on
Yeah.
us.
They're keeping us guessing all day long, Roger.
The yellow was 6, Demetrius third, Nick Loverboy set. Best time Hanover fourth, Jensen Waylon second, Western left run winner. 6, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1, 31. 102 and 4, 133 and 1, 201 and 2. With that, we wrap it up for the hardest racing here at the Marion County Fair in 2020. Good luck racing all summer long. Don't forget, post time night at Northfield Park. Check the clock. Carry over our big five, sparking a guaranteed pool of $20,000. With that, thank you from all of us here at the Marion County Fair. Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, I suppose. Where do they gotta go, David? Because I'm going over too, so. I don't know, I just gotta get the pass.
Well, that wraps up our broadcast today from the Marion County Fair in Marion, Ohio. Under less than ideal conditions this afternoon. Here's Shirley Roger Houston, Tom Pye. You'll be at Cortland.
I believe I will. This was so much fun, Roger. I think I'll go up, take that 168-mile trip up there. That's with the home talent colt stakes, is it? I believe.
You'll be at Cortland, and I'll be in Grove City, and hopefully I'll join you on the broadcast.
See, this was a trick. This was a ploy. He tricked me.
Why?
Well, I didn't know you weren't going to be there.
If I'm going to be there, nobody's told me to be there yet.
I know. I haven't. We haven't officially made it, but yeah, I'll start heading up that way. I'll get there by in time for the races on Monday, the 6th. So we'll see you in Cortland. On behalf of everybody here in Marion, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, Roger Houston, you wrap it up for us. Thank you. Get your phone, by the way.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Big D's, Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farm, and the Ohio State University Veterinary and Medical School. Until Monday, July the 6th, in Cortland, Ohio, Trumbull County Fair. Post time what?
Starts at 11 in the morning, and we double card.
Be there on Facebook.
That's where, that's the loophole.
It takes like 3 weeks to go out.
There's one company that specializes in basically what we're doing, giving you a data plan that's